sober, right? I'm asking for me too.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. Snowing again. I'm over it.
Nah.
I'm over it. I know
it.
you're on this like pro snow train.
I'll do it.
And
I'll carry this fucking torch. If you want to be out there canceling snow days nowadays, not me. Bring them on more. I will be pro snow. I will represent snow in the court of law.
you will be pro snow until you have to deal with snow. And then you will hate snow.
When do I have to deal with it? I deal with it every day.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
When's the last time you shoveled?
Shoveling, heavens the best.
When's the last time you had to like drive in it? When's the last time you even had to go outside in it if you didn't want to go outside?
Just play in it, Kevin, and I like it.
I am
That
a
is
child.
my job when it snows.
Play in the snow.
Pick up snow, make snowballs, see if you can hit that stop sign across the street.
And you can.
And I have.
You're
a heck
good
of
at
a
that.
time. Yeah, I am good at that. I got a nice little arm.
You know, the people in Texas don't believe snow is real.
Yeah, I heard that.
It's one of my favorite conspiracies in a while, that you don't believe snow is real.
Okay, I've watched these videos, and
They are, listen, they do make you go,
I've
wait a
seen
minute.
people be like, "What are these people stupid? They think that would melt the snow?" And I'm like,
yeah.
why wouldn't that melt
Yeah.
the snow? It's a fire.
So there's two different angles. There's the people who have the snowball and they put a lighter underneath it, and then there are people who put the snow in the microwave and it sparks.
Okay.
So I saw the snowball with the fire.
Surprised me as well.
Right. Okay, so both of them I was like, okay, they're dumb, but tell me why they're dumb. You know? And so this is what I don't get. And maybe these people are just making TikToks to go viral, because these are the exact type of things that go viral on TikTok. Have you noticed that? It's either like you're like a young girl shaking your ass, you're like a creep, like a Kenjack creep, you're in prison.
Or wait, okay, Kenjack creep.
Yeah, like, you know, Kenjack posts all those ones.
Oh,
like, I can
okay.
spin my
I think
arm
we have to
around
clarify
and, like,
that.
Yeah,
He
he's not the
finds
creep.
weirdos.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's the Pied Piper of like the
Yeah,
creeps.
yeah.
I mean, he was on TikTok so early, and
He ruined TikTok for me.
but that was the thing. But it's like, I thought that was all TikTok was.
Right, me too.
I was like, how is this catching on? It's just a bunch of like divorcees with no bones in their arms. Like, what? So it's that, and also prison TikTok is electric.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
know
Oh,
that.
it's amazing. I don't know how that works. I guess, you know, some places are either maybe low security and you can have a phone, or you do like the smuggle it in.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, there are prison TikToks of people doing like TikToks, but they're in fucking prison.
Like dances?
Yeah. Like I saw one where they, you know, remember the one where you walk and then you peel off to the right or left, like, baby girl, give me something. They clap and then you move that way.
I think so, yeah.
Well, it was just them all in orange jumpsuits in a fucking cell doing TikTok. I think it's hilarious.
Imagine trying to explain that to the guy who doesn't have a phone or really a connection to the outside world. You know, bro, no, we're going to do a TikTok.
Yeah,
He's like,
it'll be
"What
dope.
are you-
I promise.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I've
look,
been in-
look at this. Like,
I've
these
been
are
in
just
here
like cellmates. I mean, unbelievable. And so,
It's
yeah, I
like
don't
a
know if
joint
this is
at
like,
the
you
end.
know, I trade my, you know, a carton of cigarettes for a TikTok account or whatever. Prison, you know, these guys just living. This goes to your point. What we're talking on Clubhouse ATI, right?
Yeah.
Every Thursday now. Every Thursday at 2:00, we do an Answer the Internet Clubhouse where John and I, and this week Coach Doug's popped in. Anybody who wants to pop in can join. We just go through the best Answer the Internet questions and basically do like a little podcast episode. And John was saying he's pro prison. He's like, send me to prison.
I think prison, I mean, as I'm seeing right now, is just the boys being boys, man.
This is
Eating some pizzas, doing some dancing, fucking couple
just guys being guys,
Just
just
couple-
doing some choreographed dancing.
little
and-
toilet wine. Like, I mean, that's living the dream right there, man. That is like, I mean, that's summer camp for adults, and I'm fucking in.
John,
Someone framed me for murder.
yeah.
Someone framed me
John
for
wants
murder.
to go
That's
to
all I
prison.
want.
On the Clubhouse, you were talking almost like Liam Neeson in Taken. You were like, I have a very particular set of skills, or I think I would thrive in this area.
I don't think people who hang out with me dislike me. So I think I'd walk into jail and they'd be like, "You gotta join the white supremacist." I'd be like, "But I'm not a white supremacist. You guys seem nice. That's okay. Not interested in your party." And then I'd mingle with everybody, and they'd be like,
Well-
"You know what? I think this guy's just a cool guy, and we're gonna defend him from everybody."
Ooh. I think you're a cool guy. I think you're
And
a
also,
likable
I
guy.
don't think the defense is real. I think we have been poisoned by film and television industries, and I think jail's not so bad. I think jail is probably just guys hanging out being dudes. I don't think that there's a lot of rape going on. I don't think there's because I mean, just think about it on a personal level. Like, how long would you have to be in jail before you're like, I'd like to fuck a guy now, please?
Well, here's the thing. You and I, the rest of us out here in
but
the
mind
freedom
you,
world,
an unwilling man, not a man who would like
that's
to
just called
engage
hooking
in
up.
coitus.
That's just
A man
called
who is gonna do his darndest to not get fucked by you. I don't have to fuck a man that badly.
I think you're forgetting that people in prison are violent criminals.
Not all of them.
But the places where the rape's happening, nobody's thinking that you're gonna get raped when you go to jail for tax evasion. When you murder someone and you're in jail with like a rapist, then you might get raped.
But he likes to rape women, and I'm a man.
There's not
I have
many
some
women to
feminine
pick.
features, but if you really break it down,
John gets to prison, he starts talking about show tunes, the greatest show, and then I'm gonna fuck that guy right there.
I have a. I
On the
don't
one
want to
hand-
tell this joke because I don't know what I'm supposed to have. Is it 2 X chromosomes or an X and a Y?
I think an X and a Y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a Y chromosome.
I think that you, on the one hand, are correct in some regard. I do think that, like anything in Hollywood, it's been fictionalized and dramatized and sensationalized. On the other hand, I think you might be taking it a little too far and thinking that it's all just a walk in the park to go to
You
prison.
think I'm taking it too far? Disagree. Frame me for murder. We'll find out.
By the way, I'm looking at John. If you're watching on the YouTube, John has a tin, a single Hershey Kiss, a single Reese's Cup, a single Kit Kat. That is John. Minus what you need there is a Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah.
Like a single Sour Patch Kid. would be
No sweet
perfect.
candies over there.
Yeah,
You
that's,
know what I ran into this
and
weekend?
your
though?
Taylor Swift cardigan, like that right there is John Feidelberg.
King in his castle. King in his castle.
You are an idiot.
You know what? One thing that's actually happened to me this weekend. There was a rogue pack of like sweet candies, and the legalization of cannabis has really made you look
dangerous.
at every package that you don't recognize. It was
Oh,
like-
so you're saying rogue meaning like it was just a clear plastic bag and you didn't
No,
know?
no, it was it was Trader Joe's. It was just I didn't recognize the label. It was just kind of sitting on the table. It wasn't anyone's. And I picked up that thing and I was looking at it for like 10 minutes. Like, can I eat these?
Can I have
candies?
20 of these or am I going to die if I do so?
I was very nervous. It was like if you look up, it was like Trader Joe's, like kind of like a. I think they were sea themed. I think there was maybe a starfish in there or something like that. But it was a green bag, and I was like, I don't recognize this bag at all.
See,
And
that's good. You know what that is? That's a sign that you are not like fully gone yet. Like a trash bag person would just be like, I'm just eating this no matter what. And maybe I will be like cripplingly high and maybe not, but I just get to eat these things. You still have some
still a
regard
part of
for
me
human
that
life, yeah.
wants to be here.
That is everything you need. That's everything for you, minus like you also need a glass of whiskey.
yeah,
And that would be
that's
perfect.
life, baby. That's
Yeah.
living. That's
And if
LIVIN.
you and if you were to drink, I don't know, 1,000 whiskeys, you would finally get. Are you getting hangovers yet? Nothing has gotten worse. You've been beating the no hangover drum for a long time.
No, because I do. We do this every time.
But that's what I mean, but it's been
I'm aware.
years, so it's not getting
I'm
worse?
aware I drank.
It's not getting any worse.
It's like the this weekend. The house we stayed in, we went up skiing. And the house we stayed in had a pool, and the first night we had relay races, and the next morning I woke up and I was like, I'm not sore, but I'm aware I did something last night, and it was like I could feel it in my shoulders and my traps a little bit, and that's kind of it's like when I drink. Like I wake up and I'm like, I'm not hungover, but I'm aware something
Bro,
transpired.
you were sore.
I wasn't that sore. I'm sore today from skiing, but the race, like we literally only did one race.
Oh, okay.
It was
That would be enough for me.
their
but not
back
for you.
freestyle. Tag someone.
Was it indoors?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Tag
Oh,
someone.
fuck.
You should see the house we stayed at. It was bananas.
I was gonna say indoor pool is.
Their back freestyle. There were three of us. It was 3-on-3. It was me, Cons, and Pat, and then PFT Lurch and one of Pat's buddies. And it was their back freestyle, and then everyone goes, and then their back breaststroke. No, butterfly. And the butterfly is what got me.
Yeah.
The butterfly was like coming up.
Yeah, bro, that's how you go. That's how you go to the
That
fucking
was a-
hospital. You
It was
throw
a
his shoulder out.
disgusting noise to hear
Yeah.
on the podcast. If you listen closely, you can hear my titty slap.
Just turned into like erotica all of a sudden. Okay, that's enough. It's absolutely enough for the normal people of the world.
Something cracked.
That's what I'm telling you. You're gonna throw your goddamn shoulder out. You're getting too old.
Something cracked.
Yes.
Something cracked. All right, fun's over, folks.
Fractured his shoulder. You're getting too old for activities. You're getting too old to be drinking too much. You're gonna have the hangovers. They're gonna hit hard, and in order to cure them, you can't just be like, oh, I have a glass of water before I go to bed at night and I take 2 Advil. No. You need to call in the reinforcements. You need the electrolytes. You need the whole like FDA approved combination to rehydrate you and fight that hangover. And that's where Revitalight comes in.
Yeah.
Revitalight is the real deal, and it's you know.
Can I give a little teaser about Revitalight?
Yeah.
There is a flavor. I don't know if it's out yet or if it's coming out.
Ooh, you got the exclusive?
It's blue.
Whoa, it's definitely not because it's
Is it
orange,
out?
purple, and red
Okay.
right now.
Because
Yeah.
there was one in the office that had a tag on it that said, "For ad read, do not drink."
Wow.
And I watched, and I'm going to tell him this right now.
I was gonna say,
I'm
and I
tell
drank
him.
it.
And I watched beep stare at it for like 30 seconds and then look at me and go, I mean, it just looks too good. I have to. And then he poured himself a glass.
Was it this weekend?
It was this weekend.
It had to be PFT.
Yeah.
Blue is the color for me.
He's like, it just looks too refreshing. I have to drink this.
Any
and he
sports
said
drink,
he loved it.
Any sports drink going up, I wanted blue. Any like punch flavored, juice box that was blue, I always go with the blue. If Revitalight's coming out with blue, I'm in. Because I know already right now they have the purple
There's
one,
gonna be like a blue drop
the
on
red
that's
one,
gonna sell
and
out right away.
and the orange one are all fire already. So rehydrate, recover, repeat. What you do is you can get it at the where all the other drinks are. You don't have to go to the baby aisle to get the Pedialyte. Now you have Revitalight, which is sometimes in the liquor stores. It's in like the regular drink aisle, so you don't have to be like, all right, let me go get the beer in the grocery store, and then we go to the pharmacy to get the Pedialyte. Nope, it's all in one spot now. And what you do is you drink a bottle before you start drinking. Drink a bottle, half a bottle right before you go to bed. Drink a bottle or a half a bottle when you wake up in the morning, and you are good to go. It's that convenience factor being sold at the liquor store or in the convenience store right there. All in one shot. You can do your purchasing and your buying and fight that hangover when you go to drinkrevitalight.com/find. You can find out all the places near you that you can buy it. So find out all info on where you can purchase it at drinkrevitalight.com/find. #hydrate responsibly.
Holla if you hydrate responsibly.
Do you know why I'm with you though? I've always said, give me a hypothetical. On one side is XYZ, on the other side is go to prison. I will take XYZ. I am not a prison guy. If I could somehow guarantee that I were not to be, violently raped and beaten, and I could go to prison somehow, the reason I'm down is because coming out of prison is the coolest shit ever. Especially now, you can't go to jail for like some bitch shit. You can't have a bad charge, Like you can't do anything like anything really actually bad, and you can't be like a snitch like Tekashi. But Bobby Shmurda comes home today. Bobby Shmurda is, he had his one hit. It's a hard one to talk about for guys like us. You would just call it hot.
Oh,
I
right. I was wondering whether I know the song, I know the video, I know obviously the hat throwing memes. I
best.
forgot what the title of the song was. And yes, you're right.
It's just like that song.
How long was he in jail for?
4 years, I want to say.
So that's a good bid.
That's what I mean.
Not quite a nickel, but close.
Make sure on that. I think it's been several years though, long enough, let's say. And he was cool. Like he was the anti-Tekashi. He didn't snitch. He could have and probably had maybe almost like no jail time or a lot less jail time. And he said, "Fuck that. Like live by the code, die by the code."
In fact, I respect both of them though.
Well,
I like how Tekashi's not like I did a little snitching. He got on the stand and said, "I'm gonna tell on everybody."
But Tekashi also was very logically like, these people tried to kill me and my family. Like, why would I owe them loyalty?
Yeah.
But it is kind of like, if you sign up for this life, you sign up for this life in a way. But I do respect
Speaking of
both
signing
them.
up for that life, real quick aside, Panarin on the Rangers.
I thought you said Panera. Like,
No. Panarin on the Rangers. Why don't when Russians get rich, and I get maybe
get
some
out of there,
family
get
doesn't
safe or whatever,
get your
get
whole
way
family
out.
here, because
crazy.
there's a clearly fabricated story about Panarin that I don't know about clearly. I guess if you're 18 years old, you could beat up a girl, but everyone vehemently denies it. and he's taking time off from the league.
The story was that when he was 18 in 2011 or something, right? He beat up some girl.
Yeah.
And that's coming out of Russia now.
It's because it's called Komprat, I believe, which is just Russian lies in the media.
Yeah.
And it's
because he spoke out.
He spoke out against the Kremlin. He spoke out against all that kind of stuff. And it's just like, oh, you know what we just uncovered? Like, here's the story that happened. Like,
That's also on the Rangers. I feel like you got to get your man out of there and be like, yo, we need to like sever ties and keep you safe from Putin.
right.
Which I guess, this is the kind of shit that probably would make me think twice about drafting one of these guys, though, where it's like,
well, because like Ovi doesn't get shit because he's like best friends with Putin.
well,
But,
that's
like,
what I
feel
mean.
like
It's either shut the fuck up or like you got to get the hell out of there and get everyone you know out of there because otherwise they're gonna have leverage on you. I
would immediately get my family out of there. But I'm sorry to interrupt. I was just surprised by that with Panarin this morning.
But I mean, Bobby's coming home, and for all we know, or for all like, if you're a Bobby Shmurda fan, you are a deep hip hop fan. You probably listen to his whole album. You know all his songs. I know the one song, but I'm excited for Bobby Shmurda to come home.
One song. Yeah.
I don't even know if he is that good of a rapper, but I'm excited for Bobby Shmurda to come home. I'm excited to hear what's next. I'm excited to hear his next album because there is nothing better for your PR than going to prison. Well, specifically if you're a rapper, but almost anybody. The free blank movement, free Feidelberg, free Bobby, free Shmurda, free me. You get that rolling. His people set up another Instagram that they've been building. Bobby Shmurda's fucking prison Instagram has 1 million followers. I'm sitting out here grinding every goddamn day. I'm not even close to 1 million followers. He just is like, I'm in prison, follow this account. And everybody, 1 million people follow it.
Well, that's another reason I want to go to jail. So you guys can build this up for when I come out. And I'll say,
all the work.
Look, I'll do the work. I'll do the work, which is go to jail and hang with my boys.
Look at goddamn
You guys
Wallow.
do the work, as in build this fucking brand while I'm in jail.
Look at goddamn Wallow. Poor Gilly goes out there and builds the whole fucking podcast. Wallow comes out and slides right into the second chair. Bobby Shmurda hasn't been doing anything.
If I
he's got 1 million
did that,
followers.
would I be welcome back?
What?
If I did that, would I be welcome back?
If you went to prison?
Yeah.
If you do something cool?
Yeah. Well, I get framed for murder.
Nah. No.
No, I
yeah,
maintained my innocence.
No, if you got framed for murder,
I pled guilty, but maintained my innocence.
it would be. It wasn't me, but I'll just take it.
So it was too good a deal. 15 years, had to take it.
If you were framed for murder and went to jail, we're still good. I pity you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad that like the system did you wrong. It would be a lot cooler if you like killed somebody who was doing something bad. If you like self-defense sort of thing.
Oh, so now you're talking Michael Scott. when they have I forget his name, but the black guy from Stanford, and he's like, maybe he was just breaking up a fight at a baseball game. And Pam's like, why would someone go to jail for that?
Right.
I stopped an armed robbery, and then I went to jail for murder.
Or like John Q. You do some some really truly valiant heroic shit. Then you're cool.
Okay.
Bobby Shmurda, he ate he just ate it. He just took that prison sentence. He's coming home and he gets, the king's whatever that phrase is. I don't know.
King's welcome?
Yes, king's welcome. To me, boy, that's worth it.
Yeah. No.
But also Bobby Shmurda goes to prison and everyone's like, what's up, Bobby? You're cool. Like, you're good people. We're not gonna fuck you up.
They did it to me too.
Yeah.
They did. As long as you guys promise to delete those high school pictures from the internet.
No,
I'm good.
bro.
I'd be good.
Those are circulating, dude. Those ones are hot. More than the other ones, even, you know?
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 second. Gotta text my therapist. By the way, we had a lot of really nice messages and stuff after I confessed that I'm a crazy person on crazy people pills. I did not think that was going to be a big deal. Maybe that was naive of me.
What?
So on the Kevin Clancy show, I got prescribed antidepressants, and I just did just because I talk about everything in my life, you know. So I was just like, this is what's happening, and I just got so many like, you're like a hero. I'm so proud. I'm so happy. I'm like so
Dude,
on.
people do the same thing when I did it like 2 weeks ago, whatever it was.
But then I feel like I don't like it.
I'm not. Everyone does it. I'm not doing it. I'm not. Don't look at me as a hero. Don't come to me for advice. Don't look at me as a hero. I'm just a crazy person.
And then I think people are coming to me, or then people are looking at me like I did it like on purpose, or I regret doing it. So anyway, let's go to prison.
Yeah. No, you stay and do work. I'll go to prison.
Fucking, that's
I'll go.
bullshit. I'll do work.
That's like, it's like when there's like a chore to do at the house, and you're like, oh, I'll go pick up Nana, and then you do the driving, and like I'm going away. I'm not doing anything while everyone else at the house cleans up. I'm doing the thing that people think people don't want to do. Like, oh no, I'll drive an hour to go get Nana. That's fine. I got that deal. And then you guys clean the house and prepare for the holiday.
That's the biggest dad hack of all time. I don't think people realize it. Like,
I'll go to jail.
Like when
do this.
You know, you'll hear a story like, "Oh, my dad. Your dad did it. Your dad drove to pick you up.
Yeah, from when
Drove
COVID.
when COVID hit. He drove from Boston.
Didn't get out of the car. Well, got out of the car
to
real
New
quick,
York,
but didn't leave within arm's reach of the car.
and everyone's kind of like, "Oh my god, like, can you believe he did that?" Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He got like 8 or 9 hours of peace. Especially now, you're in the car. He's got a nice car. You pop on. You know, you got all your
I fell
radio,
asleep
all your
immediately,
podcasts,
too.
all your everything. You weren't
I
even
fell
a good
asleep
jock.
before we
you
got
were
out of the
good,
5 boroughs.
Yeah.
I was out cold.
I mean, that to me though is like dads are always. Oh, I'll go pick it up. I'll go pick up the food. I'll go pick up the people. I'll go do the yard. This is why dads do like yard work and shit. I think they eventually grow to like it because what else do they have in life? But I don't think any father or husband starts mowing the lawn and like trimming the hedges and shit because they really care. I think it's like, I gotta get the fuck out of the house. And then you start to take pride in it. Then you get a little neighborly where it's like, all right, I gotta be better than Jim over there, you know? But the initial thing is just leave me the fuck alone and let me just, you know. I used to love sweeping floodwater into the hole. Pop my headphones in. Leave me alone. Put my yellow boots on and started squeegeeing the ground for the next 3.5 hours. Loved it. Couldn't get enough.
Woke
of
up
it.
feeling like you did something.
Yes.
Like I can't. I'm not sore, but
I was sore. I was sore. I'm sore today. I'm pretty sure I tore my groin right off the bone. Just right off. Play. Can you pull up? I guess I have it on my phone. The super cut I have. So I put out 1 Minute Man today. 1 Minute Man was a 7 Minute Man today because I really needed to dive into the Texan conspiracy, which by the way we never even finished up. Right?
You never started it, Kevin.
Wait, I mentioned
I
it.
thought
Didn't
we're
I?
starting it now, right?
Didn't I mention it?
I think that was before
The
we
very
recorded.
beginning, I mentioned Texans. Yeah, we just never even. God, we are just all over the place. How do people listen to the show? So the Texans, the people of Texas.
We started talking about that while we were recording.
Yeah. The very first thing I
Nick was
said
like, "We're rolling," but I don't think we
Texas-
like officially introduced
no,
the show
I
yet.
swear to God.
Yeah, then you.
Swear to God, I did. Because I said it's snowing again. Can you believe it? And you started pumping the.
I like snow.
Yeah, but I said it's
Oh,
snowing.
that was
again.
just. But we just talked about snow. We
No,
never talked
I mentioned the
Texas.
Texans don't believe the snows exist. Swear to God.
All right. I mean,
And-
I'll believe everybody because I forget. I have a memory of a goldfish, but
So this is what they're doing. They get a yeah, because remember, yeah. You said like I think that this stuff would.
no, that wasn't on the show. That was pre-show.
Actually, all I have is when was the last time you dealt with snow? I don't know. I just played with it.
Pre-show. Pre-show.
Pre-show the snow.
I don't know though. I might.
I have no idea.
I mean, I just don't want to redo it if we did it.
I don't think we did it.
I don't. I think it was pre-show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole thing. This show sucks. Shows a.
No, you didn't. You just were like, it's snowing.
Okay, so
right.
in Texas,
I don't know.
they don't believe snow is real, which I said is one of my favorite conspiracies, maybe ever, to just not believe in snow. And the way they there was two main ways that they proved it. They got a snowball and they hit it with a lighter and it didn't melt. It just burned and turned black. And they also took snowballs, put it in the microwave. They did do it.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
We did this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't believe you guys.
I'm starting to think we did this now.
But I think you were just recording before the show started.
That's why I was like, I swear to
No,
God, I
you
did
guys-
this already.
You guys were both like, I kind of believe that.
Yes.
So we
All
just
right.
did
So
this
cut
again.
that part and let me just circle back to the conspiracy theory to lead into this.
Yeah, worst case scenario, I was recording before, so
We can put it in there
Yeah.
somehow, some way.
figure it out.
Okay. So
We're both sober, right? I'm asking for
maybe?
me too.
So they, as I mentioned earlier, they're burning the snowballs, and so, which I have. Oh yes, I remember it all now. The types of TikTok. Because that's where we got to the prison talk. Okay. Now we can leave all of this in. Because now it all goes full circle. This is, as a matter of fact, this should be a clip for YouTube. You want to see the dumbest podcast in America operate? This is how we operate. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in this room, and the show is a wreck. Because the last category of TikTok,
this
along
like
with the prison.
Asking us about Clubhouse. And they're like, yeah, do you guys ever do any editing? Like, it'd be cool to show people like the behind the scenes. Like, nah, we just put it all out.
All in there. There's nothing behind the scenes. It's all in front of the scenes.
Okay,
so the levels of TikTok are the hot girls dancing, the underage kids dancing, the weird people, the prison TikTokers, and then there's the like life hack. I just learned this today. Things that always go viral. We should just we should figure some of those out. Google these things and do them ourselves. We'll go viral every time. Like you see the latest one where you drop the egg.
No.
If you drop an egg in a frying pan, it just cracks perfectly. Like it doesn't shatter. It's like you can just crack it. It just cracks like right in the middle, and then you can pull it apart, and you have a perfect egg. It's crazy.
Okay.
So things like that.
Okay, how about this one? When that egg is in there, what you do is you take an empty water bottle, you squeeze it, and then you suck the yolk up. If you want to do egg whites.
That's your egg white. Yes.
You want to cook up some cum real quick. That's what it looks like.
Some cum. It does. You're right. Zach goes, why was that?
Just looks like that's why I don't eat egg whites anymore. It just looks like I'm cooking cum and not interested.
Cooking cum. What would happen if you cook cum?
Probably you get egg whites.
So these people who are making these TikToks, I think, are probably just trying to go viral with like, look at this weird little sciencey thing that today I learned. I was today years old when I learned, whatever. But a quick Google search will answer all of this for you. So I Googled it because I had to Google it because, like we said, I was like, well, I don't get it. What's going on here? It just snow goes from snow to gas. There's no in between. There's no liquid. It just goes from snow to vapor.
And that we call
sublimation.
Sublimation, baby. Look at you.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna get it. I knew it was like that.
But you know it from just like you Googled this. You knew this already.
I know sublimation is a change from the solid to the gaseous state.
Wow, I did not know that. Yeah. I thought of sublimation. Sublimating is a thing you can do with clothing.
You
print like print on a shirt. It's called sublimating.
That's how Sublime got their name.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went.
Why is Sublime?
They turned weed from a solid to a gas.
You made that up. Yeah, that one I can tell you made.
Believable though.
Yeah. You know what? You smirked a little bit too much when you were doing it. Kept a straight face, you would have. Greatest lie ever told on a podcast. Well, we are all over the place. On Two Bears, One Cave last week, Tom Segura told this completely made up story about Jennifer Aniston. She reposted the whole thing on her story. Fucking Jennifer, 55 million followers, Aniston. Tom told this ridiculous story. He was like, I ran into Jennifer Aniston and she just pretended to be Rachel. She was like, hi, I'm Rachel. And Tom's like, hi, like, nice to meet you, I'm Tom. And she's like, he's telling this to Bert, like, do you know my friend Ross? And Tom's like, yeah, you guys used to date? She's like, yeah, and have you ever met my friend Phoebe? And Tom's like, at this point I was like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is going on here? And he's like, and then we were about to turn a corner and she looked me dead in the eyes and said, it's called acting, look it up, and walk away. And Bert's like, is this fucking real? And he's like, no, I made it all up. It's like a 5-minute thing. She posted the whole goddamn thing on her story. But you could have gone with like, that's a good, there's some sense to that.
Yeah.
Like the weed goes from a weed state to a gas state and you're sublime. But why does sublime mean like happy and sublimation means going from a solid to a gas state? Riddle me that one, Mr. Fucking. You don't have one on deck for that, huh? Yeah.
I was impressed with how quickly I came for the live for Sublime. You can't really do it twice.
Yeah, I mean, you're asking a lot.
Yeah.
So if you quickly Google it, that's what the thing is shrinking. It is melting. It's just not into a liquid form. It's just crazy to me that people would be like you know enough about science to be like, that's not how this works. It's like, yes, it does. That's how it works. You just don't know it.
But isn't that how all conspiracies go? Like, it's like I just don't know enough to say you're wrong.
Right.
I'm 99% you're wrong.
Yeah.
Sure, you're wrong. I just can't prove it. Someone smarter than me.
Now the one about I put my
I just assumed snow would melt too.
Well, in 1 minute, man, I put snow in the microwave. It took a long time to melt.
Really?
Like I put a snowball in for a solid minute. I thought, I don't know, like 10 seconds in, it would just be like a puddle. And
You could put a baby in there forever.
yeah, honestly, more so than ever, I'm putting my baby in the microwave. I mean, it didn't even melt a snowball. You know when they say like a snowball's chance in hell? I think a snowball has a decent chance in hell now. I put it inside a fucking box of super hot waves, and it stayed a snowball for like the whole time. It didn't spark. It looks like on this video, it looked like when you put a CD in the microwave and it just explodes everywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened there. I was like, listen, Texas, maybe your snow's real, but maybe it's like dirty as fuck. I don't know. There's something in there that makes it explode in the fireworks. I can't believe this whole thing is about me tearing my groin. I mean, this is a masterclass in how to go all the way out here and come all the way back on. So I brought snow in and out of my apartment, and it dropped some water drops on the floor, and I slip and fall in what has to be just like the funniest, quick, like 4-second hit I've ever recorded. All the work I've done to try to be funny and script things, nothing is as funny as me pulling a full-blown cartoon, like a 4-second, and you hear it goes whoop, and I just bam, like a box of fucking rocks. I fall down, and I
literally the other day, my uncle texted me a video of like a police officer slipping on ice, something like that. I guess it was on Instagram, whatever.
Great.
And I said, the most universally laughed at thing in the world is
Falling
someone
down?
falling on ice or water or
I
whatever.
mean, America's Funniest Home Video has been doing it since like 1992. You know? Charlie Chaplin was like, well, you can't hear me say anything. I'm just going to fall down. It's just going to be fucking funny.
It's funny every single time.
I mean,
Like you showed, I think I've seen it 3 times now. Laughed out loud each time.
All right, but that wasn't it, right? We also got to do the fire test. So I wish I had the full video because I was holding it. If you saw me, I did like a split, like my legs went out, and I'm pretty.
We're lucky to still have you here.
We're lucky I didn't have to go to the hospital.
I mean, like dead.
Alive, yeah.
I mean, we're lucky you didn't die.
I mean, I definitely, there was like a thud, but I definitely went like, ah! Like I let out this like, ah! and then I went outside to get a snowball. So now I am outside of my apartment, grown man. I have a tinfoil hat on. I have a snowball in my hand. I have a lighter, and I am burning the bottom of a snowball. And I'm going, I literally am saying, maybe Bill Gates got to us too. And the door opens, and it's my neighbor. And I'm just like, God damn it, I'm so stupid.
Look at that, folks.
You okay?
Yeah, all right. Just, no, it was. I'll explain in 1 second. Doing a little nonsense for work. You know me and this stupid job of mine. Look at that. Maybe Bill Gates got to us here in New York. Maybe it's not just Texas.
I am so stupid.
children.
Yeah, I was thinking that these people think I'm a single dad. They already think I'm like a mess because I am. I'm like a wreck of a human. And I'm sure they hear me on the nights that I don't have my kids, and then they hear me on the nights I do have my kids. They're probably like, "This is what's going on with this guy's
Sounds
life."
pretty similar.
A lot of crying and yelling. And he pops out. And he's like, "Are you okay?" And he goes, I hope it wasn't you. And I go,
He meant mentally. Yeah. not was that you upstairs.
It's like you.
You took it the wrong way.
The royal you, yeah. But when he said to me, I heard that, and I hope it wasn't you. And I was like, it was. It was.
What did you think it was, Tom? My refrigerator?
What else would be going "Ah!" and falling to the ground? It was that was a special one though. But yeah, the whole point being that the Texan people, they had me. I was this close to joining a conspiracy theory, but just a quick Google search.
Dude,
These people just not have Google?
I saw Sarah Beth out there scared to death, and I was like, she's making sense.
What was that? Sarah Beth out there scared to death?
Sarah Beth was scared to death to see what Bill Gates sent her way.
What's going on here?
You didn't know that song? No one else knows that song?
No.
Rascal Flats? Come on.
Did they actually say Bill Gates, or you throw it in there?
No,
Okay, I was like, wait,
it's-
what?
No, it's about a little girl with cancer. She's scared to see what the doctor might
Folks,
say.
folks, he doesn't realize it, but he just segued to a segment later today on this podcast.
It's not a little girl. She's in high school. But she's nervous about the
Nonetheless.
prom, going to the prom bald. It's a great song. Real tearjerker.
Nonetheless, when we later in this show, when we're doing voicemails, there's something involving cancer and young people. That is going to blow your mind.
Remember, we just did it with Nick, but it's maybe the most offensive segment on the podcast.
Yes. I think it is.
I think we might get canceled for it.
What do you think is up until today the most offensive thing?
Nick talking about killing a baby. To prove a point, to win an argument with his wife.
Probably. We are 2 for our last 2. Okay, what do you think prior to that? You think it's the baby in the microwave? Think about that. Think about, aside from Nick Tarani, and the listener can think about it as well, you can tweet at us live while you're listening. What's the most offensive KFC radio segment ever? While you do that, let me tell you about Simply Safe. I almost died in my home. I almost fell from the snow, and I could have died. And if I had my Simply Safe, I would be able to alert the people that I need to. I would get the EMTs to come. I would get the fire department to come. Could you imagine that? If I did have to call for help, and like the fire department has to come, and I'm like, let's say I was like, paralyzed or something, and they were like, what happened? And be like, I was making a video.
Someone broke in the house.
Yeah, I would definitely lie. I would definitely come up with something like that.
So who was it? The Dudley Boys? Who was the wrestling team that would like
Get the tables?
No, they were the tables. They both hold one of your legs and they pull it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know who.
Yeah, that tag team duo broke into my
Or
house.
yeah, the bone tomahawk. Bone.
Yeah.
Tomahawk.
Yeah, the
Whatever.
Aborigines from Bone Tomahawk broke in.
That's
I think
the scariest.
Aborigines are just in Australia, but whatever.
Again, all over the map today. Again, this is about Simply Safe. God damn, this show's so good.
I want to be clear. We're both, as far as I know, sober.
It feels as if we're not.
I woke,
It's crazy.
You know what the problem is? I woke up in a good mood today. That's always a bad
it.
sign.
You're used to us depressed, folks. This is us when we're happy and rolling. I'm on the happy pills. John's happy. This is us when we're happy. We're all over the fucking map. Simply Safe. You can customize it to fit your home and your family and your belongings and your loved ones to make sure that everything stays safe, everything stays intact. You don't have any fires, you don't have any floods, you don't have anything ruined by burglars or earthquakes. And the best part is it's affordable. You don't have to have someone come to your house and go through all your shit, rummage through your belongings and your rooms. You do it all yourself. They send you a kit that has like sensors and cameras and alarms and all that. You put it up wherever you want. Actually, right now, you can get a free HD camera to go with it when you go to simplysafe.com/KFC radio. You'll get the free camera, so a little extra safety. And you'll also get a 60-day risk-free trial. So that means for 2 months, you can try it out. And if you don't like it for some reason, which is like, whoever would, unless there's a burglar that's not caught. Could you imagine just sitting there being like, I'm about 55 days in. I don't like this. I don't like being extra safe. Who would ever turn it in? As long as you're
Only
not.
a fool.
Only a fool would go would either not have security in 2021. You kidding me? Or go with some extra expensive, like annoying loops, jump through hoops and deal with hidden fees and contracts and all that. Simply Safe's the way to go. Simplysafe.com/KFC radio. Get the camera, get the risk-free trial. That's Simply Safe, SIMPLI, safe.com/KFC radio. You think it's a baby in the microwave part of this? I mean, that's like the classic. I'm sure along the way we've
The thing is,
said
Kevin,
worse.
I don't remember what we talked about at the beginning of this episode that we haven't had taken a break during. So you only remember the last 600 episodes?
It's so weird that you'd be able to remember other, you don't really listen to podcasts, but you listen to like other TV shows or other things. I feel like you'd be able to remember.
Yeah, I try
You know?
try trying to forget my whole life.
Yeah, just like, I said that? No, I didn't.
Yeah,
No, I didn't.
yeah.
What do you guys
Let me
think?
bury my head
You
in the
guys
sand
maybe
real quick.
probably remember more than we do. Do you remember episodes, Nick?
Like right when we're done with them, no.
Yeah, it just goes in and out,
usually
right?
I'm focused on cutting the cameras the entire time.
Right,
and
you're not really like,
like,
thinking about what's
yeah,
being said. I
adding
feel like the
markers,
fans will be the ones to remember. Like, oh man, in like 2013 episode this, you said that.
I mean, the fucking your mom or dad like forward back. That sticks
that
out.
was one.
No,
that was one that when I have to pick and choose who I can ask a question to, where I'm like, you're cool and you can handle this. You're a little too uptight. That's when I know it's offensive, and that was like the king of that question. That one and the Magic Johnson AIDS question is usually the barometer for like, are you cool or are you, do I need to censor myself?
Heard one with I think I'm homophobic recently.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you would remember that, you little bitch. You sensitive little bitch. But yeah, this one today, later with voicemails. tune the fuck in because it is actually I think it's the greatest question we've ever had as far as hypotheticals that will make you go, oh fuck. Also along the lines of oh fuck. It takes a lot for me to be surprised by like a viral video, but this Oklahoma football player who almost lost his eye, that got me to go, oh fuck, that fight video today.
I also thought that was actually Ben Askren.
So there's this fight. It's prior to like knowing the background. It just looks like a bar fight. This just looks like a viral. And I think Old Row posted it at first, just like look at these like boys fighting in the bar. Then it turns out that it's an Oklahoma football player who almost lost his eye. And the way that this story was being portrayed was like,
oh my god,
I know this guy's such a good fighter. So the way it's being portrayed is like poor, I think his name's Spencer, because of course it is. Spencer almost lost his eye in this unprovoked deadly attack. And then you see the video, and this guy and his buddy, both I think on the football team, were acting like fucking.
I think just one of them is a football player.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't
yeah.
know the story. I know. I just know that
the one guy's a football player.
Yeah.
But it's clearly like they're the tall guys and they're the big guys, and they were picking on these dudes who were shorter than them, and then these guys beat the fuck.
There are so many moves
kids.
in this, like
that one right there.
That one you can tell the two guys beforehand are. Like there's one guy just
looks
lays
like
in right
Ben
away,
Askren.
boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
And then the other one you can tell is like positioning, where he's like, okay, I'm gonna get you in like some hold. Where
He's grappling.
You're gonna be real fucked. He's like, kind of like hanging out by the urinal, being like, okay, you're just gonna get like we're just gonna stand here, and I'm gonna grab you in the right position. And next thing you know, the guy goes flying across the room, and his head just slams to the wall, and then he just kind of
was out.
You
You
can
could see
falls
he
into
was-
a heap, and then
yeah.
just continues to get worked over. Like when the video ends, that guy looks like he's just getting started.
I know.
Like, he's like, no.
Actually, as a matter of fact,
I'm gonna beat you until you wake up,
which
so I
one-
can fucking really start beating you.
do we know which one's the football player?
The first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that dude, these guys, one's wearing a turtleneck, and they think they're hot shit. The one guy, the other guy looks like Ben Askren, exactly like Ben Askren, and he looks like he already has a bloody nose. We'll play if you're watching on the YouTube, the video is here. Another reason to go subscribe KFC Radio on YouTube. You can just see the video. But this one dude already has blood on his nose, and they're talking shit. He's like, "Look at me, bitch! Look at me! Like, what are you gonna do about it?" And you can see the guy looks like Ben Askren, looks at his friend, and he's kind of like, are you down? You ready to do this? Like in a very thoughtful, actually cool, like level-headed way. Like these guys are actually the level-headed ones in my mind. They're like making a rational decision. Like, all right, if we beat the shit out of these guys, like first of all, we're gonna get covered in piss on the ground here. The police are gonna come. We're probably gonna get in trouble. But like, you down? I'm down. You did? Okay, let's do it. And then he wipes his nose, gets the blood off, taps the guy on the cheek, so he wipes like his blood, and then and the punch. It's so funny how you can tell everything you need to tell about a fighter in one punch.
Right.
Like if I were to punch someone, like my arm would flail like a little girl. I wouldn't have the right form. I wouldn't have the right power. His arm stays like a perfect right angle and just like you know what I mean? Like it just looks different.
You could tell it's impressive because by the time you go, whoa, nice punch, he's already punched him 2 more times.
done. I know.
He's already hit him 2 more times.
He looks like a Mexican boxer with the hands. Like,
The start of this fight was like in the town when Ben Affleck goes into Jeremy Renner's room or apartment, and he's like, when he's looking at his buddy, he's like, look, what's going to happen is we're going to hurt some people, and you can never ask me why. Are you down? And he goes, who's throwing the first punch? Yeah. Like, I got it. Boom, 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 boom.
Can you go full screen on that?
Yep.
And just run it back. Start it from the beginning there. Like that dude in the jean jacket and the turtleneck, and that right there, Ben Askren turn. He's like, "Are you down to do this?" The other guy's like, "Say my name, bitch. Look at me, bitch. Look at that." And then the shove. That was it, right there. See that? Yeah. Pow, pow. Oh man, 1, 2, 1, 2. That is where like these guys were just looking for the final reason to take it, and they were so happy he did.
Yeah.
Like he's like, "Oh, good, you pushed me."
He
And then
hasn't
he's
touched
like,
me
"This
yet.
is what I do for fucking fun." Bow, 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 bow. I mean, so cool, just so cool.
You play football for fun. I go punch people for fun,
And that is what we're seeing with Jake Paul and Nate Robinson and like this world of celebrity boxing. It's like these guys in almost every other walk of life. They're the big Oklahoma football players, at least one of them. They are the ones who can handle themselves physically in almost any other setting. Doesn't matter in fighting. That guy is probably like 8 inches shorter than him, and Like, this is what I do. Pow, pow, pow. And then he's got him in like the rear naked choke with the legs wrapped and the arm wrapped. Like, you're done, dude. That's fucking terrifying. I was reading some of the replies on that, and they were like, when you are in a true rear naked choke or whatever like that, it feels like you are drowning. Like, it feels like because they said if you're ever like that, good lesson to learn. When you start to punch to try to get out of it, it makes it worse because you're like,
you're opening it up more and more.
Yeah,
you
and you're
pinned.
yes. So you should just like tuck and try to get out of it. But they were like, yes, but when you're drowning, you start to flail to save yourself, and
you use more energy, and then.
Oh, let's see. Okay, so this is the guy. This is not the Ben Askren. This is the other guy. He says, just to get rid of the misconception, I'm the fellow in the beanie, and that is my brother. Of course, I said this was like Boondock Saints. These are like the two Irish guys. Like, we're going to kill you. We are not wrestlers at any university, and we have been wrestling since we were in diapers and MMA/cage fighting since we were 12. They gave us no options, unfortunately. We showed restraint. That's Braden Brown and his brother, Ben Askren, to say that's their version, and I'm not just saying I don't believe in them, but I'm saying that's their version of restraint.
That is, we took it easy on you.
That,
bro.
like, yeah,
that's
they did.
like
Those guys they could have just ended those guys' lives.
Yeah,
they could have fucking probably broke their necks and beat them to death if they wanted.
They were like, hey, Oklahoma boys, when you play like the first game of the weekend, first game of the season, and you play some fucking team that pays you to play them to bring up their clout, and at halftime you put in the fucking backups and you take it easy even though you win 60-0.
Yeah,
that's what we just did to you.
Right,
we just beat
called
you
off the
60-0 and we showed restraint.
Yes,
we could have beat you 10,000-0 if we wanted to.
That is such a cool tweet.
Yeah,
and very like like not talking shit, just like here are the facts. They gave us no options. I mean, I
don't know if I recommend sending that tweet and be like, that was me. I did it on purpose. If I was a lawyer, I'd say, maybe don't send it.
And like the police are gonna be like, you could have walked away. That was an option. He pushed you. But
in that, like, I don't know. In a closed setting, they're clearly being intimidated.
Definitely. Like, I'm with them.
I actually think,
I don't know if like a judge is going to be like, you had no other choice. I saw some people trying to defend them. I mean, you're getting Oklahoma football fans now being like. And am I like happy that guy, he almost lost his eye and needed surgery?
Yeah,
no,
I hope
like
the best for him. I hope he's fine.
It's a horrible situation, but don't go to bars and pick on people who clearly they thought we're picking on the little guy here.
Yeah.
They picked on the wrong fucking dude. And then, like that's what happens when you pick a bar fight. People are drunk, people are crazy. Oh, and that's Ben, yeah. So then Ben Askren tweeted at me, and he said, play that real quick. Or do we have the audio? Yeah. He just got accused of being in another bar fight when he was younger.
Yo, funny story for you today, because that damn bar fight will not stop being on my feed. And
I mean, he really looks like Ben Askren's kid.
Get off social media and start trading. Number one, I did trade. I'm sweaty. Number two, man, you can't tell me nothing. I've accomplished more in my life than you ever will. Get lost, losers. So, one time, 2005, cops came to my house on Sunday night. And they said, hey, man, you need to come with us because you were in a bar fight last night. And I said, man, I wasn't in a bar fight last night. I promise I was not in a bar fight. And they said, how do you know? I said, I was in freaking Guatemala wrestling at the Pan Am Championships. And they said, well, we need proof. And this is before smartphones. I didn't have proof on me. So the next day, I had to get my itinerary, print everything out. I showed that I won a medal at the tournament. Boom, they cleared me. I was not in a bar fight. I've never been in a bar fight.
Could you
that
imagine
wasn't me in Oklahoma?
Could you imagine being like, so somebody got their ass fucking beat, and they were like, well, it must be Ben Askren. Like that dude's reputation around that bar was like, yeah, it had to be Ben, because if there's like a dead guy, funky fucking Ben Askren had to have done it, and he had to prove like, no, I wasn't the person here last night murdering dudes.
I'm glad he wasn't calling you a loser. I thought he was at first.
No, he's calling
the other people.
I like
you said like Ben Askren looking, right?
Yeah. I said,
like
yeah. No, he was saying, and he gets this a lot, and I like his that quote right there got me thinking today, because people being like, get off of social media, like that's the world now,
right?
Like when you're
and also
on
it takes
social
3
media,
seconds.
I was gonna say it doesn't take up your time. It's almost like if I guess if you were like out somewhere in the old days, if you're like at the bar, it was like, stop wasting your time at the bar. Why aren't you like home working? It's like, I don't know. We're out. Like, I'm just on the internet at all times. It doesn't make me like not wasting my time or anything. It's just where we make money. This is where we build. It's just crazy to me to be like, the internet's not like where you are to like you're not a loser anymore if you're on the fucking internet.
No, I think we're well past that. I think there are still people who will say it, but anyone with a brain is like, we're well past this.
Anyone with a brain would have known not to pick that fight for two main reasons. One, you know what? I'm not even gonna say it, but this main reason is what's kicking off our top five. The dude was rocking cowboy boots.
Cowboy boots in a bar is, I do have a twist on that though, because I know a kid who used to wear cowboy boots to the bar all the time, and
he ain't the fighting type.
I could fucking end that kid's
Well,
world.
okay, so
But typically
top
speaking,
five. Today's top five is he says, I'm gonna end you, and where this is the top five signs. How'd you phrase it? I will end you signs.
top five I'll end you outfits.
Outfits. So things that you
Or
wear.
top five I'll end you looks.
Right. Things that you look at a guy and or a girl, who will fucking kill you. And so it's brought to you by Manscaped. So, you know what? I'll say my number one draft pick is if a guy right now just has an absolutely ridiculous overgrown bush. if you're at a bar and you see this guy is coming out of the top of his pants and he's just got a bush that you can see in plain sight, that man, he has no morals. He has no perception of reality. He doesn't think about anything other than his goddamn self. He's not thinking about conforming to society at all in any way. He will kill you because if you're running around with a bush these days, you can't be trusted. That's the type of man who will kill you.
You're a man with 1 foot hanging off the ledge.
Right. Girls, you see a man like that, run the other way. Guys, you see a girl like that, run the other way, because these are people who can't be trusted because they don't think at all about the repercussions of their actions. They don't think, look at me. Look at this. What is this going to do to my partner? What is this going to do to other people who see me?
An actual animal.
Yes,
That's
right. That is a person who wants to revert back to their like primal state and be an animal and kill you. Because nowadays you have to have a well-groomed body, top to bottom. Whether you're talking, your dick, your genitals, or you're talking like your neck, your chest, your back, everywhere. You got to groom the right way. You don't have to be clean shaven. Like you don't have to be like the Guidos in the past where it's like wax your chest. But you got to take care of it. You got to be under control. And that's why Manscaped has the best tools for the job. It's not like not like I'm telling you to get out the nair and rip every hair out of your body. But if you get the Lawnmower 3.0, it comes with the what's that called? Like the clipper thing, so you can trim different lengths, One of them's actually pretty long, to be honest. If you use the lowest or highest, I guess, setting, you'd have quite a bit of hair there still.
I also like the fact that it comes with a flashlight, so you can really get into those nether regions.
Yeah, because you're getting deep in there.
You can clean up Dante's like sixth circle pretty easily.
Not the seventh. The seventh is too far. But the Lawnmower 3.0 has the nick-proof technology, the Lite. It's got the different settings, so you can trim it exactly how you want. And then afterwards, they got the ball deodorant, the ball toner. These are lotions and sprays that keep you smelling good and keep you smooth. They've got the boxers that have the moisture technology so that you don't sweat and smell. But the ball chafing deodorant, the anti-chafing creams, all that stuff will revive and preserve your balls, basically. Get 20% off plus free shipping when you go to manscaped.com and use the promo code KFC. Tons of hygiene products from their website. They have the disposable mats. That's a good one. Because if you ever really do full-blown manscaping, afterwards. I had a buddy once who, my old roommate, he manscaped like top to bottom. He's a big fella, probably like 6'4", Irish guy, red hair, and he did all his manscaping, and then I think he got like a delivery. Like he got interrupted. So he ran out and like got the delivery and then never really kind of like went back to it. And then my other roommate went in the bathroom and was like, "Whoa, what happened in here?" He goes, "It looked like a fucking bear had been like shaved off." It looked like a wild animal got a haircut in there. So you have this disposable mat. You can just pick it up, toss it out, get rid of all the hair. The foot deodorant to keep your feet smelling well. They got it all. Go to manscaped.com, promo code KFC for 20% off plus free shipping. Top 5, so that's my number one pick, is having a bush. Your first pick.
My number one pick, boy, this is a tough one. My number one pick is going to be a girl wearing high heels at the pool.
At the pool?
Yeah. Girl walking around the pool with high heels will ruin your life.
I thought I was going to be, and I don't know why I thought this was silly. I have some female choices as well. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to throw a curveball. I forgot who my partner was. I think if me and you did this game with another like podcast, they would have all these guy things, and me and you are going to have the girl ones. That are like, here's when you know the girls are going to end you. I could do, I think, like 3 of my top 5 are female. So like the Vegas pool party type girls, like the high heels at the pool.
That kind of look is just. I'm a fucking. I'm a fucking end dude. That's all it says.
I will fucking kill you.
It says like you'll fall in love with me. I'll wreck your dick and I'll ruin your life.
Okay, my second pick, if you will. Manscaped should have to pay extra that they got my number 1 pick in the top 5. It's in this one too. The cauliflower ear.
Cauliflower ears. That's
You see a man with a cauliflower ear, he is not to be trifled with.
that's sign number 1.
That is the biggest one. Well, not the biggest one. There's more to be had, but in that world, it's like common, you know. And maybe you could even be actually in a weird way. It's probably a sign that you're bad, right? Like you're getting your head smashed in a lot. Like that means you took a beating a lot of times.
But also just you could take a beating.
And then once you're out in the regular world, it's like, okay, I'm not amongst other MMA fighters and people. I have endured a beating that you cannot administer to me right now. Nothing you give can match what I've gone through. And I fight long enough that my body has grown to defend itself. You know, it's filled in the holes.
I'm
with
more involved
body.
in fighting.
Yeah, right. My body created more body to stop like the pain and the beating. Cauliflower ears number 1.
My number 2 would be a holster and a gun. And mind you, I'd already thought of that and still went with my number 1. I had considered holster and gun and went, high heels at pool a little more dangerous. Because a holster and a gun, that if they use that, they employ that tactic, that carries trouble. That carries prison sentences or at least a real conversation with the police.
Yeah.
The other thing, you get off scot-free.
No, right. You can walk that. You can wear that in the streets. Right. You know? You don't need a permit for that. You should.
Oh no, I mean, if you use it.
Yes.
So like you can, but like you can use your body and your mind if you have heels and a bikini, and you are still gonna be fine no matter what.
Right.
At least fucking ruins the rest of your night if you use the gun. At the very least.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
Let's hope. Mine, I'll kind of lump like 2 into 1. I'm gonna save that. Black Air Force Ones.
Oh.
You wear black Air Force Ones. You are going to prison or you're coming out of prison. That's just the fact. The black Air Force Ones, it's unfathomable that people would buy those, wear those, especially now that is like an understood thing on Twitter, on the internet, Black Twitter, talk about it, like, and that there are still people who are then like, yeah, size 10, please. I want the black Air Force Ones. Knowing how the internet talks about
You can
people
put on a list.
who wear the black Air Force Ones. Yeah.
At Foot Locker, it's like right away, like, well, we gotta turn him in.
Like the police call footwear places and say, if anybody buys black Air Force Ones, let us know.
us a call.
You're on like a TSA no-fly list.
Right,
you know?
right.
It's like anywhere else you go, it's because you wear black Air Force Ones.
Okay, my number 3 is a bald head and a beard. I think those guys are all wannabe strongmen. Bald head and a beard is someone who's not to be trifled with.
Like
a chaps.
goatee or
Chaps
like
is
a
not to be
beard?
trifled with.
Yeah.
No,
right.
like a beard.
Yeah.
A beard.
Okay.
Not a goatee. Not just like
because there's
like
like
not
the-
even like me. Like I mean like a beard, like a big bushy beard.
Because there's like the Stone Cold Goldberg look. That's just like that's more just like facial hair and the bald. But you're talking about.
I'm talking about someone who looks like a
Yeah.
Norse god.
Yeah.
Like all right. Like who's the guy in Thor, in Ragnarok? I don't know. He's got like paint on him, and he's got these big. And he's one of Thor's boys. He's just this big.
Oh, you know
bald
who? You know, I think of is in Vikings, the television show. His name's Ragnar Lothbrok.
Sounds
He's
like
got-
Thor
I
Ragnarok.
think he actually has a quick little mohawk, but he's bald. and has, like, a long
Mohawk
beard.
fits the bill too.
Yeah,
Mohawk
that
and a beard.
is- It's like I don't need hair on my head. I do need it on my face.
Had
And
to
I will
take
kill. And I will
punches.
kill. Yeah,
Yeah.
to soak up the blood. Yeah, I like that. For the ladies, a pair of like high top Reeboks, like a high top Reebok Classics and or Jordans with the nameplate necklace. You know what I'm talking about? Like the scripts.
Oh yeah. Yeah. A nameplate.
And to complete the look, It's like the high top Reebok glasses with the Velcro strap, the nameplate necklace, the big hoop earrings, and the hair that's like slicked down,
It's like glued.
yeah, like the Gorilla Glue girl.
Yeah.
Oh
I grew up with those girls.
Scare the hell out of me. / I want to marry you. Like Alexis. Oh my God. I know you. I hope you're watching, girl. Alexis Ruiz was her name. Oh man, we were either gonna get married or she was gonna beat the shit out of me. It was one or the other. I decided in 6th grade. She used to beat me up a lot.
Dude, in 6th grade, I saw a fight, or I will be honest, I didn't really see it. I heard about it, but it was in our cafeteria. And our cafeteria had almost like a greenhouse, like room extra, where it's like. Not like, I mean, yeah, I guess it's really a greenhouse. It was just like a little extra off the main room that was like glass.
Oh, I think I can kind of envision what you're talking about.
All glass.
Yeah.
And these two girls dressed in such a manner you're describing, who had the hoop earrings with their names in them and the necklace with their names in them, got in a fight. And one of them had an eyebrow ring too.
Tell me it ripped out.
And it got ripped out. And then I forget if it was she who went through or that made her so enraged she put the other one through, put her head through one of the glass panes. It was... I was like just in the other room. I didn't really see it. I just heard of it, and it was
awesome.
A Donnybrook.
That was a brouhaha.
It was two girls who just beat. Like they probably could have taken fucking Brayden and his brother.
It's so, like because they get the hair in the mix too.
Yeah,
When
they go right for the hair.
Jack, you ever been in a fight?
No. But I like. I'm pretty sure I'm like very overconfident about my abilities, and I'm pretty sure I can take anybody. Like I think I could take you too. Which
now,
so I would love to get in a fight, but no, I'm not.
I think that confidence is half the battle. Like I don't know if I would fuck with Jackie because it's the people who go into a fight scared that are gonna lose the fight. You know what I mean? If she steps up, being like, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'd be like,
Knuckles getting ready to fight Jackie right now.
I also have no reason to think this. I just
but there's, if she said that, I'd be like, maybe she'll beat me up. Could you imagine Jackie just like if she was just like she gave me a slap, licked her hand, smacked me in the face, and just one punched me? I'd probably go down. I'd be like, I'm sorry. All right, I give up. I won't fight anymore. This is my last pick.
No, wait, it's me, right?
Your pick, yeah.
Okay,
no, wait, you just hit the girl through the window.
No, that was just a story from with your
yeah.
outfit.
Oh, right.
Okay. Number 4, I'm gonna stick with women again. Women with lip tattoos. Women with.
Have you encountered that much?
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, yes. Like, did I say that out loud or not? I can't tell. Yes.
Thrice. I believe it's at least twice. I believe thrice. Woman with lip tattoos / hooch tattoos.
What's a hooch tattoo?
Tattoo on your vagina.
I thought that was gonna be like when you do it on your own, like on your bone, like your like
like one of those ones that's like covered up by the bikini, but like.
Well, but there's a difference. Are you talking in the crease? Because those are kind of like. Are you talking like above the
above?
Clit? Yeah, I agree. Because I think you get in the crease, it's kind of like cute almost.
Which I've also encountered twice.
Yeah, I like that.
Same people.
Oh. It's not a coincidence. It's the tattoo above your pussy is like. It's Paulina Gretzky shit where it's just like, what is going on here? Like, welcome to hell, bitch. All right, my last one. Who am I just afraid of? The girls I've covered. By the way, this all started, I don't know if maybe we'll make it the honorable mention, is the cowboy boots is where it started.
Right.
And I will say that, to your point, I think it's one or the other. I think it's like you will get fucked up or like you're like at a bachelorette party for the weekend in Nashville and you're wearing cowboy boots. You know what I mean? Like
it's like either like someone who will fucking ruin your day. And it depends what they're wearing it with. Like if they're wearing it with a pair of Wranglers and a fleece fucking zip up, run your show. If they're wearing it with like a pair of nice, like tight fitting jeans and like a button down shirt,
then the opposite. Then you could fuck them up.
Yeah.
Like I could see. Well, he might fuck me up.
If you're wearing them as part of an outfit, you'll ruin them. If they're wearing it just because that's their one pair of shoes they have, they'll fucking ruin you.
Right. I was gonna say Joey from Joey and Snooki, but he might fuck me up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you see? His latest comment was just ridiculous. What? Do you remember it, Nick? It was like I think.
What should we do for 100,000 subscribers? He said, "Come on him."
What should we do when we reach 100,000 subscribers on
me.
YouTube? And Joey said, "Come on me." And it's always with all these exclamation points. I just think of him going like, "Come on me!" Like, what should you do, boys? And I think when Dan got sick with Corona, I think he said something about like, "Oh no, now I can't like fuck you" or something like that. I was like, Jesus Christ, Joey. But I think he can fuck me up.
Yeah, no, Joey could definitely fuck you.
Yeah. He's a big guy, but even forget about it. I think he's just got he's got some like pent up anger with everything, and we're just like
He's too happy all the time.
So, all right, last pick for me. I'm trying to think of it. So yeah, not the cowboy boots. I will go with. I think I'm good saying this. If you wear a motorcycle cut.
If you wear a motorcycle cut,
Yeah.
what do you mean you think you're good saying it?
Like I'm trying to think if that might be like a cowboy boots thing where it might go either direction. Like you're corny if you wear it. If you're in like a true MC, I feel like you will get your shit fucked up.
Yeah, I would think so. It
Yeah.
does look silly as well.
But
but
that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah, the cowboy boots.
you're so silly. Like in his world,
you're
he's
so
not
tough.
silly.
You don't care about how silly you look.
Right. I don't even think he knows. He's like, I need to represent my motorcycle gang in case like a war pops off right now. I'm not worried about like your fashion statements, you know? I need to let people know I'm in Sam Crow. And I need to kill the Mayans, you know? That kind of shit isn't there, I think there's a true crime story where the guy like took off his cut and gives it to like the bartender to like get rid of. Like he like comes into the bar and he's like,
that's my story.
yeah.
Yeah, no, he wasn't wearing a cut. It was like it just came in with a sweatshirt.
Oh, I thought it was.
He just came in with just handed the bartender a sweatshirt.
Yeah,
and he
get
just
rid
threw
of
it
this,
away.
yeah.
I was like, "The fuck is that?" And then he ordered a Presidente, and I was like, "I'll do a Presidente too."
Whatever he's having, yeah.
I'll have what he's having. I just mimic that guy for the rest of the night.
Right,
Like,
whatever.
Just want him to think I'm cool. That's
Yeah.
all I care about.
Andy Bernard, the
I
personality.
forget, there
mimicking.
was something cut like involved in that though. I
Yeah,
don't think
I
maybe
think-
he was wearing one. He took that off and then took the sweatshirt off. To
Or
get
I
to
think he like came in on a motorcycle. There was something like motorcycle gang related that I
it. Yeah,
thought it was
there
like
definitely
a
was.
cut,
Casey
yeah.
was with me, so maybe.
And also when you call it like a cut, like I remember being like, oh, like those vests that they were on Sons of Anarchy are like so cool. Like, it's a cut, bro.
Okay, number 5. I think sticking with your, if we're sticking with I don't care how silly I look, I'm gonna go with an Affliction T-shirt. Because it is so,
Yeah.
or a tap
Tap out.
Tap out.
Yeah.
I'll go tap
well,
out.
I think they kind of came back around. I think there was a period of time where you could wear a tap out where you probably were a pussy, but you're like, I'm like gonna learn to be MMA. Or
This is
whatever.
gonna suck for the graphic though, because people are gonna be like, "Oh, like tap out so past." I don't care, whatever, fuck it. I mean, you are, because if I explain it to you, listen to the podcast, and I'll explain my fucking answer. It's so goofy and so out that if you're still wearing it, you've been made fun of so many times that you've just had to learn how to defend yourself for it.
And it's like the thought of wearing that every day. It's like I have to wear my submission T-shirt.
That's
I
like
make
that's
people
my,
submit. I mean, is what I do. Like,
That's my fight club. Like I put that on in order to go pick a fight.
Right, yeah,
so
yeah,
someone's
yeah.
gonna make fun of me, and I'm gonna fight.
and I'm
that
gonna
person.
make them tap out, and then I'm not gonna listen to them. We had that debate earlier. In that bar fight, do you think that guy would respect the tap out when you're getting
Yes.
choked out to death? Like I think that guy would be like, respect the game. I could kill you, but he tapped out, so I'm going to stop.
I think that's part of anyone who says we showed restraint,
Right.
respect the tap out. You'd be like,
There are
even
rules to
no
this
matter
shit.
how bad, how tough you are, if someone taps out, I think
It's like the rules of engagement in war. It's like I
Yeah.
am trying to kill you, but I won't do it on Christmas Eve. Like I'm not an animal.
we'll play
you
soccer
know?
today.
Yeah. All right, so let us know your top 5, outfits, looks, vibes that you will get killed by a person. What do you think for a girl? Are there any girls that like scare you? Apparently not.
No.
Jackie's like, no,
No.
none of these hoes. I will fucking kill all of them. All right, voicemails today are brought to you by Jackpocket. It's snowing again today.
Yeah, I love it, baby.
Hey, you want to go out right now and traipse through the snow to get to your fucking lottery ticket? No, you do not.
Oh, heavens no.
No.
No, great point.
So if you're in New York, New Jersey, it's been snowing for like the entire winter. You don't want to have to go to the bodega or the gas station with your money and buy your ticket. Heavens, it's snowing in Texas. Texas is one of the states that Jackpocket is legal in.
Yep.
All of Texas could have played the lottery in the middle of their catastrophe
And-
without
and
ever leaving their house.
Win the lottery in Texas, maybe buy yourself a nice little trip to Cancun, have a good weekend.
No tax, right? No state income tax
That's
on that.
right.
So you save all the money on top of that.
Baby.
Yeah. Playing Jackpocket in Texas right now is like the move.
It's like winning the lottery.
So Jackpocket is the only lottery app on your phone, in your pocket, that you can now buy lottery tickets right there digitally. You don't have to worry about a little piece of paper. I used to always worry, like, what if this piece of paper, like, I don't know, gets set on fire or something? I don't know. You got it saved on your account. Best part is when you sign up, you just give your username and password for your online banking. Bango, bango, bongo. You're linked in. You don't have to get your routing number and your this password and your that number and all that.
Even sends you push noties. Love a good push notie.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Little
Like push notie.
Push notie like drawings tonight. Get your ticket.
Or push notie you won. Like you, I believe.
I would never know
can't-
that feeling.
I can't factually say that, but I know that it asked me to turn on push notifications. I said yes. I think it means I haven't won yet, but I think it means if you win, they just let you know.
The KFC push notice would be like, you lose again. Again.
Imagine getting that one. Like, you know, you get a text from like your friend. You're like, oh, your phone vibrates. How about getting your phone vibrating with like, hey, you just won $90 million. Pretty nice vibrate.
God, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Amazing. It's an amazing feeling.
I think it's 90 million right now. I could be wrong.
We're living in the future, man. We are living in the future. So you can download the Jackpocket app right now, and when you use promo code Barstool at checkout, when you buy your ticket, $2 ticket for free. $0. You can play Powerball or Mega Millions right now. Promo code Barstool when you download the Jackpocket app and buy your lottery tickets. It's available in New York, New Jersey, Texas, and 7 other states. Go get it right now. All right, let's do it. Voicemails. What do we got?
Hey, first time caller, long time listener calling in. I got a stupid animal question for you. You know those turtles that are like 800 years old? I just want to hear your opinion. Do you think you've walked more miles on this earth than those turtles have?
Walked more miles than those turtles that are. He's right. Those turtles are legit like hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Old. I think it's like. I don't think it's 800. I think it's like 300 though.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2, but it's hundreds. It's hundreds of years.
Give me your guess. How old do you think the oldest tortoise is?
I'm gonna go 180.
Is the oldest? I was gonna say 348. Which
Okay,
I know is crazy.
It's very specific. I'm gonna change mine to specific to 182.
I thought now I might be confused with the shark. I think there's a shark that's roaming in the Atlantic, like a singular shark, not just like a breed. There's like this one guy who I think has been roaming for like 348 years. But I got to find that next. How old is the oldest tortoise? Because I think it is.
And also,
tortoises,
this
right?
is only the oldest tortoise we know about. There could be much older ones.
What was your guess?
182.
189.
Oh, fuck me.
No, that's great though for Price is Right. That's perfect. That's 7 years off. You're not going to get much better than that. And these are tortoises. What's the difference between a tortoise and a turtle?
Oh, don't ask stupid questions. I mean, it's like I'm stupid.
Like, that
don't
implies
ask.
You know the answer.
Don't ask stupid being me. Like, don't ask John questions. Capital S. Don't ask stupid questions.
Me, I'm the stupid. That's more like don't ask questions to stupid people.
The shark is 512 years old.
Wow. And he looks like crazy,
Yeah,
right?
he
He
looks
looks like a
nasty.
dinosaur. Like
I mean, but like to answer this question, I'm a very sentient being. Nope. Like I said, stupid.
You're close.
Yeah. Sentient means you're aware.
No,
I mean
that's. I think they kind of mean both.
Do they?
I think I know what you're talking about. There's like sentient. I think it's also. I don't know if it's like sentient. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't move a lot.
Because like in Terminator, the Skynet becomes
Sentient.
Sentient. We're learning a lot. Able to perceive or feel things.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, no, it's just that one, huh?
What animals are not sentient? Yeah, it's just
Okay,
that one. But
so-
there is something. I'm
But
interested in all these things.
You know what I was going for, right? That's all words mean. Words just convey an idea.
Absolutely.
And you understood what I was
got it.
going for.
I
Right. So
totally
that was the
got
right
it.
word choice in that moment.
Yes.
Anyway, I don't move a lot, but I have to hope I move more than a turtle. Like, I don't care how long that turtle's been alive, 189 years to be exact. I have to have walked more miles than him.
I also think that you're talking about an animal that spends half his time in the water. I think if you picked a
I'll even give him that miles covered. If we had a GPS on him, I'll lop in miles swam and miles.
no, then you're not even close.
No, I don't think so.
John, that's all. All animals do is just like walk around and shit. That's all they do for their whole life. Like
Turtles also famously nap 18 hours a day.
Yeah.
No.
Making that up. Yeah. That's a made up fact. I can tell it.
So they've tracked it. One got 12,000 miles.
Okay.
Okay, I definitely win.
Yeah.
I've walked 12,000 miles this year.
No.
Yeah.
12,000? No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
We are flying, baby. We are just throwing out stats that are
Like,
not
maybe
real.
because just to work, I've
Like
walked
1 mile.
I've walked about 2,000 miles in the last year just to work.
Wait, why?
Because it's a mile each way. That's 2 miles a day.
And you go to work like 150 days a year.
No, we could work every day. I was gonna go 300.
Well,
So
first of all, you go to work every work day, so that's like 250. I want to say.
So I'll knock it down to 300. So if I
So you're
walk,
not gonna end like 200.
that's not fair.
300?
I object.
How many work days are there, Nick?
I
Well, we can
do this.
It's 5 times 52.
251.
Again, okay,
Yeah,
how
so
about
250. I'm gonna knock down another 50 for days that we don't go to work.
okay? So
So
it's
200 work days.
so it's 400 miles.
Yes, so not 2,000.
Okay, a little less
So
than expected.
400 a year, and you've been coming to work for 10 years, and then
All right, so that's 4,000. And also,
prior to that,
by the way, I walk more on non-work days because that's where I go. I go to bars. I go out and I go.
sometimes
I go. Do
other
things.
times you are completely sentient. what is that word? We're gonna figure that word out too. There is an S word that sounds like that. That is it, but not it. There's another one.
I mean, I've definitely walked more than 12,000 miles in my life. That's a no-brainer.
I guess
We're
when
talking
you're younger,
in the last 10 years. Like,
I even
as
think-
a 4-year-old,
Yeah, you're
I
flying.
ran all over the place.
Yeah.
I walked.
And even you factor in silly things like sports. Like, don't they say, like when you play soccer, you run like 10 miles right there on
7
the field
miles,
or something?
I think it is, yeah.
So you do that enough. You're running around. You're walking around. You're a little kid.
I think the rules are a little different when you get fucking oranges at halftime. But
You might not be running 7
Yeah.
miles when you're,
when I was on the red penny team, I showed up in a.
you're not even wearing cleats or anything. You're wearing like jeans.
I showed up in a Bugle Boy T-shirt. They just gave me a red penny. I don't know if I was running 7 miles that game.
Dude, Bugle Boy is such a reference that like there's not much that is just your childhood. Like ain't nobody wear Bugle Boys past the age of like 11.
No,
We should bring that back.
And Jam. I wanted to with the Saturdays of the Boys collaboration. It just
Yeah.
never came through.
What do they have like a look to them, Bugle Boy? Like would I know? like,
Yeah,
their
it's kind of
logo
it's a
or anything?
little tie-dye, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, I think maybe splotchy might be a better word for it.
Splotchy.
But it is there is a unique look where you can look at it and go, it's a Bugle Boy too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I kicked that turtle's ass.
I think we talked it through, and I think ultimately you're probably right. But I don't think
Now how about this? If you could invest in the second half of my life versus the turtles,
Yeah,
that turtle's probably running my show.
for sure. Because
Yeah.
that's the thing. Turtles are slow and steady.
Right.
They are not quick, but they have just been walking. And I don't even think turtles swim. I think they float. I think they
Yeah.
just go with the flow of the. I wonder if turtles can turn on the jets. Definitely not walking, but like if they needed to swim like life or death, I wonder if they could like dust.
That one in the Nemo commercial, because I haven't seen the movie, he looks like he's cruising pretty
Nemo
good.
commercial.
Or trailer, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, okay.
He looks like he can swim a bit. But I think
The
that
thing about that is it's not real.
he also talked a good game.
He was the one who was like a surfer bro, right? He was like, "What's up, dude?"
Yeah. But I think if you could do the second half of my life versus like people have like financial planning and like how they I have step planning. And I plan on taking less than 8,000 steps the rest of my life.
Oh, 8. That's it.
Yeah.
For your whole life.
I got 8,000 left in me and then I just dropped dead.
That'd be very funny if you got to like 7,900 and you're like, I got 100 steps.
I made a promise. It's time to kill myself.
or like I'm not gonna kill myself. I'm just gonna sit in this room forever.
Yeah, I guess that's
don't
another way
ever
you could do it.
You don't have to end it all. You can just hang out in your living room.
My suicide note is just my fucking step counter. Told you.
You think that people will? You think that people will always go always be like, let's go for a walk, and always like, you know what I mean? I think as things get more and more digital, like more and more matrixy, where you can do like Ready Player One shit, where you could like live in a fantasy world on TV or whatever. Or do you think people will always be like, I want to go on a hike, I want to go outside, I want to walk?
I think certain groups of people will always be that.
Not us.
Not looking at them.
Not us. Yeah.
My parents.
I
have
feel
moved
like the
to-
world is moving towards our,
Yeah.
Like we were on the right side of history, being
Right.
like sentient, lazy people.
There are things now like what is it? Disconnecting pods.
What's that?
It's just like you lay in a pod and it closes.
Oh, they meant podcast.
No. Like an actual pod.
Right. Have you
That was birthed in my brain. That idea.
have you ever heard about the quietest room in the world?
Yeah, where you go crazy in it.
Yeah. It's like they said. Like there's so little sound, you become the sound. Like you can hear your own heartbeat, you hear your lungs breathing, you start to hear things that aren't even there, and you lose your mind.
I don't think I'd like that. Although I'd like it for a moment. I think it's like no one can be in there like longer than 10 seconds or something, right?
I think
insane.
I think it's a little bit longer than that, but yeah, I think it's like you will lose your mind. I like to have noise on if I go to sleep at night.
Right.
Like But that's because I start to hear, I zone in on things that I can hear the one cricket outside, or I do hear the cars outside. So I want something constant. But I guess that's what happens. Yeah, I'll start to hear my heartbeat. I'll start to hear.
Yeah.
I wonder what you would hear though.
I'd like to check it out. I just wouldn't like to.
Could you like hear your blood going through your veins or something? Imagine that.
I think they say that that's what happens.
Your blood though, specifically,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you hear
you could hear it pumping. Like I've been in one
Well,
for a
heartbeat's
minute
different
before.
though, you know?
You
Oh, yeah?
have
You
that
did
like
it
an
once?
actual one?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was at
Sound deprivation room or something like that?
Yeah, it was at Columbia College. I was going for just a college visit because I wanted to do.
Oh,
shit
fancy
like
boy.
that. Yeah, no, I couldn't afford it. But no, yeah, we ended up. They closed the door for like a minute. It was freaky. Like the first.
Were you with other people?
Yeah, I was with like 3 other people.
But you guys all were quiet?
Yeah, and I think they say it's when you're alone that
Yeah.
it really starts to fuck with your head.
I'd be too scared to go in one. I think I'd like to in theory, but I'd be like, what if the lock breaks?
I think that all the time.
Yeah.
It took me a little while to even be able to get in a tanning booth.
Really?
Which was like, what if it just fucking,
I've seen Final
breaks?
Destination.
Exactly. Or also, I Know What You Did Last Summer.
He ties it off.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know if
traps
I've seen I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Great film. Great picture. Yeah, I think as I'm getting older, I think this happens. You get like more paranoid as like an adult. Like your grandparents are like,
Oh yeah.
don't go down the stairs. You might fall and die. They're just stairs, Grandma. What? But I find myself more and more being like, what if like?
Well, because you have shit to live for.
Yeah, I guess so. I wonder like. I do think there's some. It sounds so corny, but I do think something kicks in with kids sometimes, where your brain can't even help it, where your brain starts thinking about things like that.
Yeah, I don't
like
have
my
that,
kids.
yeah.
You know what my biggest fear as a parent is? Like one that I'm not like making in my head. Like the thing that I fear the most now that I have kids is when they just run in a straight line, because I just know they're so clumsy, and I know their legs can't keep up with them like little kids running. So them on a straightaway, full speed, I'm like, you're gonna trip and fall.
You make him do the 3 cone drill.
We're
we're not ready for the 40 yet.
I need them to change direction, slow down, move, because I'm like, you're gonna fall and you're gonna hit your teeth on the ground, and it's gonna be a whole thing. So like a ball's rolling away and they're running. I'm not worried about it going in the street. I'm just worried about them picking up too much speed on a straightaway. I'm like, don't run. We were actually at the park once, and I was throwing this ball up in the air, and the kids were running after it, and then this other girl joined in. And she started running after it. And I was like, careful, 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 careful. And her dad was like, she's good, man. She's good. Like, And guess what happened like 3 throws later? She was running and bow, fell. I was like,
I can see the future, bitch.
yeah.
Listen to me.
See, I'm a better father than you,
Yeah.
motherfucker. I knew your clumsy kid was going to fall. Anyway, the tortoise. We walk more than a turtle does.
That's something to hang your hat on.
Sentient means able to perceive or feel things.
Yeah.
But there's
something
something
else.
else.
There's another
Does anybody know the word we're talking about? Sedentary? Is it?
Sedentary.
Is that
Yeah, it is.
Sedentary?
Yes.
It was in my head the whole, that I was, because this is why. I was afraid to say that because I was thinking of sedimentary rocks. Remember those? Which again kind of makes sense. Sediment, it's all just like rocks. You're just sitting there. You're just like,
Yeah,
blah.
yeah.
Sedentary. Yeah.
Sedentary.
And sentient. There, you know how many people are at home listening to the podcast going, sedentary, you fucking morons! Same thing with Hungary and all the other times of being dumb on the podcast. All right, next up.
Hey guys, been listening since literal episode 1. First time calling, and it's with maybe the hardest hypothetical I've ever thought of, at least. If your penis has this magical power where it can cure cancer, and all you have to do is have sex with that person to completion, do you take that ability? Seems like an easy yes, but once you factor in family and other males, it becomes a lot tougher. And then if you really want to get dark with it, what about children? Can you look at them in the face and say no and essentially let them die? Or do you have sex with them to cure them from cancer? All right, have fun with that.
Oh, no. I don't like this.
I don't know if we can do this question. This is the ultimate question. We've got to put this in ATI because you are either a child killer or a child fucker.
I honestly don't know. I didn't know what my answer was going to be before kids came into play.
I did.
You,
so I think the first half of this question is insanely easy. You just fuck them and save their life.
Yeah, but I gotta fuck everybody all the time. I don't even like sex.
Okay, that.
So it's just like I'm not in the mood. You have to die.
Because they would be knocking down your door, being like, "I heard you got the magic dick."
Right? I'm like,
I got the magic stick.
I don't even care. It's not even about ugly people. It's not even about fucking men or women. It's just like, look, I don't want to have sex all the time.
So wait. Oh, I get what he's saying now, and now I get what you're saying. I thought he was saying like, you worry about like the men like in their family. Like I fucked your wife and save her, and you're like, you fucked my wife. It's like,
No,
I
it's
saved
fucking
her, like,
men.
Fucking men.
Yeah. See, I would,
whatever.
I
think that my
it's a nice excuse to take a step on the gay side.
I was experimenting
Hang on
for the
a
safety,
second.
saving lives.
Did you say that Rob Lowe has cancer? The phone call I've been waiting for.
Twist my arm. Bend over, Rob. I love that you picked Rob Lowe. That's very funny. John really wants to fuck Rob Lowe. That's great. Kind of funny because he's like tangentially involved in our world, you know? You'll probably run into Rob Lowe at our next Super Bowl party. Hey, Rob, you ever get cancer? I'm your guy. I think my...
you just get updates. Robert Pattinson's on his way to
I mean,
not orthopedist.
Oncologist.
Oncologist, yeah. Rob, like, I would have that for Google Alerts. Rob Pattinson's oncologist visit. Like, ooh, mama. Start getting ready. Start doing some Sting tantric sex stuff. Pattinson's like, I think I'm cured. I'm like, I think you got 7 more hours, buddy.
Doesn't kick in just yet. Let's make sure it sticks. Oh man! Imagine Timothy Chalamet got cancer.
Oh, Timothy Chalamet.
John's gonna be like, here, smoke these cigarettes, bro. Hit that Marlboro Red.
I'd be like fucking John Cusack and say anything outside Chalamet's house with a microwave.
Just blasting waves into his brain. Oh, man. With the first half of the question, I do think that my desire to be the hero and the credit I'd get for being the hero would outweigh any like, oh, I gotta fuck this ugly girl, I gotta fuck this pretty guy. I wouldn't fuck ugly guys. If you're an ugly guy with cancer, you're dead.
Guess what?
I'll fuck hot dudes and almost any chick. Actually, ugly people in general. If you're ugly, you're dead. Pretty people of any sex, I will fuck you to save your life.
Yeah, and also, but you'd also become like, you'd be like, kind of committing genocide. Like who I'm saving and who I'm not. Like,
right.
I'm making sure everyone in the world is hot. Kind of doing a service.
The gene pool.
Yeah. I'd also just very quickly turn into big medicine. I'd be like, cut a check.
Well, I also would be like, just harvest this cum or something, right? Like, figure it out.
Nah, I probably wouldn't.
That's how. Yeah. Think about it. It's like owning a Kentucky Derby horse, a Triple Crown horse.
Oh, yeah.
Like my cum is the goods,
right?
And the breeder and the owner makes money. Well, guess who breeds and owns this cum?
Me.
So I will jerk off into as many cups as you want, and you gotta harvest this shit and replicate it.
Yeah, I would just get fucking shit faced every night. And then so I'm just hungover. I get really horny when I'm hungover. Just hungover on the couch. When I'm just drinking 20 drinks a night on a Tuesday, and they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm fucking
saving the world.
I'm fucking working. I'm making myself incapacitated tomorrow.
Shut up, honey. I'm gonna save
guess
Nana.
what? Guess who also isn't moving much anymore?
Guess who's sedentary?
I'm too hungover to move, so I just fucking pull pud all day, every day. Cash checks. That's what I get that tattooed on my forehead. Pull pud cash checks.
That's the motherfucking motto. Now, on to the second half of the question. Let's ease into the second half of the question. Your girlfriend's grandma gets cancer.
Okay.
You can fuck her and save her. Do you do it?
Yeah, that's right. That's no problem.
Your girlfriend's mother.
Sure.
All that. Girlfriend's father.
Slower, sure.
Your mother, father, grandmother, I feel like, is that hard? Is that easier because you're saving your own mother, or harder because you're fucking your own mother? This is a great question. This is an all-timer.
It's harder. I'll tell you what, it's harder.
Okay. What's harder? Talking
this is
literal or metaphorical?
Oh, man,
What's harder?
I really enjoyed the first half of this question. I care for the second half slightly less.
Fucking your mom to save her life, John.
Yeah, look,
crazy.
everyone I care about can get it. Let's put it that way. Okay.
Now,
it's just
now the kids come
and
you have some little fucking St. Jude's Hospital baby with the not baby, let's say kid, with the because that makes it better. With, a little bandana tied around their bald head from chemo.
Oh, my God.
And they're like, Mr. Feidelberg, I heard you can save my life.
No!
Oh, my fucking God. Who sent this question? This person is pre-crime. We need to
Who
lock
sent this
them
back?
up.
Because I'm about to swat them.
Yeah, really. God damn. We might have to call that person back. Like, what is wrong with you?
Oh no.
What do you do?
I genuinely don't think I can give an answer.
I think like, we will get canceled.
I don't think I can legally say anything right now.
So I know what your answer is. I know what that means, John.
I can legally kill a kid in this country?
Well,
I think all I'll say is this. I'd have to ask the crying family to leave.
Either or. This is not. I can't come to a decision with you in the room.
Whatever is about to happen, you're ruining it.
Killing the mood. One way or the other, the vibe is just dead in the room. Dead. Now, like, imagine you said no. And then, like, their mom and dad are calling you, like, all week long. Being like, please, you're going to kill him. Or her. It.
They go by them in this situation.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, let's put this on you guys. Oh, people off camera, why don't you chime in?
Yeah. People who didn't sign up for this. He goes, this is not my job. It's like, this is truly, like, this is the cross we bear.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. People think this job's easy. Fuck off. I decide whether I want to fuck or kill a kid right now.
This is, what if this? What if this? What if?
There is no way the things we're saying are okay. If just you and I were sitting in a bar booth, I'd be like, dude, whisper. We're just saying
talking to hundreds of thousands of people. Literally, let's amplify this. Is this thing on? What if I told you at your disposal you had a Men in Black thing?
Okay.
You could erase someone's mind. Do you erase your mind, their mind, the public's mind? Like, but you can only pick one group. So, like, either they don't know anymore, or you don't know anymore, or the public doesn't know anymore. But if the public doesn't know, you know. And you have to live with that. And if you don't know, you're fine. You're walking around, but like that little kid's like, oh my God, that guy fucked me.
I think the biggest part of this is I wouldn't erase anybody's mind. How do I get the praise if no one remembers? How do you? If
I'm gonna fuck that kid, I'm gonna get credit for it.
This is over. We have a meeting.
All right, so we are back from our meeting. We had to pause, go design some very cool shit, by the way. We have a very cool collab coming out, some footwear that's going to be fucking dope. It's been on my mind the whole time. we walked out of the studio. I saw Dan, and I just go, hey, would you fuck a kid? And he was like, what? And I was like, all right, let me explain. Here's the scenario. There's cancer. There's magic. Like,
Let me explain the situation. It gets worse.
Now,
the child is not healthy.
Now, would you fuck a sickly child? Now, Pat added a wrinkle.
What? Wait, no, it's okay. He has cancer.
It's terminal. Don't worry. Stage 4.
Kevin wanted to start this to calm things down. It seems like we're gonna
ramp it right back up. Pat added a quick. First of all, Pat answered in the affirmative with the quickness. Yeah. He was like, "Oh yeah."
After having
no,
everything-
wait, no. I think the opposite. He was just like, "Fuck it, let them all die." But he did add the wrinkle of, what if you're the hero and you're like, "Okay, I'll fucking do what I gotta do," and the person dying is like, nah, no thanks. Like, there's getting rejected for sex, and then there's I'm signing my own death certificate. Like, I don't want to fuck you.
I'd rather die than fuck you.
That's like, truly, I would rather die than fuck you.
The ultimate negging.
When negging goes, I told you that story about when I negged too hard.
No.
Oh man,
I'm sure you have. Remind me.
It was a long time ago. It was St. Patrick's Day, when like the book, which I have not read except for the one time I read it. I remember being wildly entertained by that book. I thought it was silly and like the pickup stuff, but I remember thinking it was like an awesome story. Those guys, their lives were wild.
I've
Did you read the
never
book?
read it. No.
Neil Strauss he wasn't mystery. He was the other one. But he was like a real writer. So the book is like actually well written. It's not like he was, mystery went to write a book and it was like, this guy doesn't know how to fuck.
Yeah, mystery's
he
guy
was
who clearly
style.
didn't get out of middle school, so I don't think he would really put one together that well.
Neil Strauss was style. That was his name. but they kind of did like a Fight Club thing. Like they like lived together and like, I mean, you know, it was all under this like, let's go fuck as many chicks as we can, which is quite dated now and looks weird. But the book, the game, it was wildly entertaining. And I remember like, all right, like I'm gonna try to do some of this stuff, pickup artist stuff. And this girl was like a friend of a friend. It was a St. Patrick's Day like celebration, so I was fucked up. We had been drinking like all day, car bombs all day, Jameson all day. And I remember like, this is the moment, I'm gonna do it. And this girl's talking to me. She was like clearly into me. All I had to do was like not be an asshole, and it would have been fine. And I said something like, "Listen, like what's going on right now, right here?" And she was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "You're not cutting it. Like you're just not cutting it right now." And she just like looked at me like that was so fucking mean, and turned around and walked away. And I remember being like, "Wait, no, it was negging." I was like,
Style!
"You led me astray,
How
God
have you
damn it.
forsaken me?
This is supposed to work with 100% certainty. God damn it!" And then I'm friends with that girl. Like it's still a friend of a friend. So like every now and then I'll like she'll be like, not cutting it, huh? God, what an asshole.
That was like someone being like, I like to be slapped a little bit, and Kevin got a steel chair.
I went the rock and I handcuffed her hands up and just whacked it. So anyway, I still don't know where. Like I can't give you an ultimate answer of what's worse.
I can't either. I can't.
Here's the thing. Okay, I think I can actually. People die, John. People get cancer and they die. Mm-hmm. You can't. First of all, you can't fuck everybody. You literally can't. So there's gonna always be somebody on the bubble. You know, there's 64 teams that make it. There's a 65th who's on the bubble every year who's gonna be disappointed. There's gonna be some people and some kids who you just can't fuck, and they're gonna die anyway. So just don't be a pedophile at all.
Oh, but then you end the human race. Well, I guess not. Kids with cancer survive. Kids without cancer survive.
Or and just people. It's not gonna end the human race. It's just like the people who have cancer are gonna die. Like right now.
Yeah, that's true. I just feel like
you can't save everybody.
I can't
if I could fuck like if
turns out I can only save the hot women and Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe. we should add him on all of these clips. Let's go. Yeah, go ahead next.
KFC, Feits, Nick, Jackie, what's up? It's your boy Antonio. Got a quick question for you. So you know how like back in Little League, whenever the team would just kick your ass afterwards, they would chant that they appreciate you? Just disrespectful shit. So if you were to apply that to like your adult life, like what would the worst instance of that be? I know for me, it'd easily be like immediately after sex. If a girl starts saying, "Yeah, I appreciate you," I'm immediately killing myself, hanging myself out the window with the bedroom sheet. So let me know.
No, it can't be.
What did they chant?
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? You don't know that?
I remember that, but I didn't think that
Tigers, go Tigers. That was like you just beat their ass.
Oh, I don't know if I ever got that. Like I've heard that chant. I just don't know if I ever realized it was mocking
that.
me.
They're not mocking you. It's meant to be like good game, like we won, but like good game. But it is, it's like fuck you. But it's not meant to be a slight.
I like
meant
the one
to be like good game.
My favorite one was the one you sang during the game when you were just beating their ass, and it was like I don't know if I can remember how it starts, but it was God.
You know what?
It was I forget what it was, like how it started, but then it would be like
you chanted this like when you're on the bench,
yeah,
like the cheerleaders did.
Like you were on the bench. It wasn't football, it was baseball, and it was like when you were beating the shit out of the other team, like you're up at bat, and it was like, who are we gonna bury? And it's like we'll call it the Tigers, and it's like 12 feet wide and 6 feet under. And then you go, whoa. When we hit like thunder, thunder, Thunder Nation, we're the best team in the nation.
Wow.
Oh, no, Thunderation, we're the best team in the nation.
I've never heard
North, South, East, and West, everyone knows that we are the best. And it was.
Talking about digging their graves?
Yeah,
that's not going to fly now.
It was.
And your coach was like,
we'd be like,
louder,
on the fucking,
let's go.
We looked like literal, like like
inmates
like in the middle of a
Yeah.
fucking riot, like 12 feet wide and 6 feet under. When we hit like thunder, thunderation. We're the best team in the nation. North, south, east, and west. Everybody knows that we are the best. And then we'd all start jumping and going crazy. We were psychopaths.
You have to do that when you're up like 20.
Yeah, like we do.
Because
Like
if you do that and then they rally and you lose, you are the biggest asshole.
We do it like in the middle of like a run. We're putting up
Yeah.
like 9 this inning.
Yeah.
Like we would just have fucking riot parties in the dugout.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was
I never
sick.
heard any of
It
that.
actually sounds sicker when you post puberty.
I was gonna say when you're a grown man.
you can add a
But
little
you're
gravel
"We
to
are
it.
Thunder Nation." Man, that's awesome. I did. Yeah, the Who Do We Appreciate one. That sucks. To me, the greatest, like the cheerleaders with the aggressive chant is always the one burned into my brain.
That's how the only way I know how to spell aggressive.
Yeah.
That, and thanks to Gwen Stefani for banana. But otherwise, I'd be pretty fucked on both of those.
AGGRVSSIVE. Did you ever did you ever hear "Be Like the Army and Shoot It"? That was a good one.
No.
We played this one team. Where were they from? Maybe Gun Hill Road, Immaculate Conception. We played this one school that was like all black, and their cheerleaders were like, they had these routines, these like sassy black chicks who would just fucking kill it. They were doing like a music video, and they had this one that was like, "Be like the Army and shoot it. Be like the Navy and sink it." But they had like verses and bridges and choruses. I was like, these girls are. I was afraid of the cheerleaders. Forget about the team. I was like, these girls are going to embarrass us, man. We're going to lose, and they're going to dance on our graves, fucking 12 feet wide, 6 feet deep.
You know what my favorite one was? That this one happened a lot like out hockey, so I wasn't really participating in it. And like in high school, just the key shake. Key shake's the best in the business.
I don't know that one either, but that sounds ominous as
Just
fuck.
when the game's
whole
over,
crowd?
the whole crowd just takes out their keys and just starts shaking
What,
it.
like get the keys,
get the bus going.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
That
awesome.
sometimes you do that.
But it
with,
also
like,
just sounds cool,
yeah,
right?
like,
Yeah.
Another great one was
And like again, like so you're a kid playing and like parents are doing this.
At my school, it's like basically only kids in the crowd.
Okay, so I was gonna say if like adults are like getting your fucking car and go home, Timmy. Your father got fired the other day too.
I think UMaine had it for a while when someone on the other team would get a penalty, and as they would the fan crowd, the student section, as like the opponent would skate to the bench, they would just go skate, 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 skate. And when they got to the box, they go, "Sit down, bitch."
I feel like hockey has a lot of good ones. Even just little things, the way they tap the sticks and they just have a lot of routines or what's it called? What's the word? Traditions or whatever that are fucking mean and good. Like Thunder Nation, that's up there.
Thunder Nation.
All right, let's do a couple more.
Wait, so the question was the worst time someone's be like, I appreciate you.
yeah, the most like backhanded.
I say I appreciate you all the time.
I think that
I mean it earnestly.
His choice, by the way, is like you are bad at sex, sir, and you know it.
Yeah.
Because that's a guilty conscience. Like unless you give a real piss poor performance, and the girl, she didn't say I appreciate you, did she? After sex, that would
No, he's saying that would be the worst time for it.
just so the word. So he's talking about the actual phrasing of I appreciate you, right?
Or I guess like the singing it or whatever. Yeah. Let's go with the actual phrasing. I appreciate you.
I actually think, if you're not doing it in a backhanded way, I think it's like the nicest thing you could say about someone.
I say it all the time.
It's like I take into account what you do for me, and I really like thank you for it and respect you for it.
Yeah, I hit a lot of people with the thanks, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Stop.
But if you are doing it in a backhanded way, it is pretty fucked up. It's like, I appreciate you.
I think because it's burned in my head is so genuine that it's hard for me to grasp. Like you could say to me,
you didn't even realize that the other team was being like, "We appreciate you," and then we just butt fucked you, dude.
I think that I don't know. If you're just telling me you appreciate me, I will not understand if you're saying it.
I could see in like a business situation if you like. I don't know, let's say you just like steamrolled someone in a negotiation and it was like, yeah, man, like, thanks. Like, we appreciate your business. It's like, yeah, you just fucking.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't gotten one of those. I've definitely earned one or two.
I was going to say, we don't even get that. They can't even give us the pity, All right, one more?
Yep.
Last voicemail today is brought to you by Miller Lite. Whether you are hanging out at the bar, whether you're at home, whether you're Friday night pintsing it with us, whether you're doing that remote through Zoom or you're doing it face to face, whether you're having a couple beers after work, whether you're on a date, whether it's at home time to unwind, whether you got bad news and you need to just escape, whether you got good news and you want to celebrate, whatever it is, Miller Lite is the go-to beer. Life got a little complicated. Life gets complicated now, whether the whole world went through it, but as you get older, life gets more complicated. But the one thing you can always count on that's simple, that's old faithful, good old fastball is Miller Lite. So while everything else around you can't control, let's say, well, hell, you're in Texas. You can't control it. You got a blizzard all of a sudden. There are certain things in life you can't control. What you can control is your fridge and having it stocked with Miller Lite. By going to MillerLite.com/KFC, you can find all the delivery options near you. Get them sent right to your doorstep. Contactless delivery. You don't have to go out. You don't have to run around. You don't have to go shopping. They just bring it right there to you. Imagine that. Just like a beer ferry. We probably used to do like hypotheticals. I bet you there was definitely a time back when delivery used to just be like Chinese food and pizza, where it was like, if you could have one thing delivered, what would it be? And people would be like, McDonald's. And other people would be like, beer. And now it's like, you can do that.
All of it.
Like I think we
live
take
in the future, baby.
I was gonna say, I think we take for granted that we are living in the future. It's like, God, man, imagine if you could have your own like limo driver. It's like you just do.
Yeah.
It's all possible and it's all very easy. But the fact that you can just have Miller Lite appear at your doorstep like a beer ferry, just delivering it, is absolutely unbelievable. So you can go to MillerLite.com/KFC and find those delivery options near you. It's Miller Lite, brewed in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, from the Miller Brewing Company. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. Please celebrate responsibly, and you and your friends can enjoy Miller time with the original light beer, Miller Lite.
KFC Feits, long-time listener, first-time caller. Got a little am I the asshole for you guys. I'd say this happened about a year ago. Me and my buddies were just talking about it again. But basically, me and my girlfriend at the time, we went to just go see a movie. And she pulls out her phone and she's just texting her ex-boyfriend the whole time.
Oh.
I'm talking to her like 20 minutes into the movie. She hasn't put the phone down. So finally, like, I realize it and I'm like, yo, like, what are you doing? And she's like, don't worry about it. And like hides her phone. So I'm like, whatever, kind of pissed off. Next thing you know, she pulls it out again, hiding it from me. I say, that's it. I get up, just tell her I'm going to the bathroom.
Never went.
Walk right out of the movie theater. Takes her till probably about a good 40 minutes to text me to ask me where I was. So she did get picked up that night by her mom. Big deal. But I think it was the right move here. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks.
40 minutes. That's crazy.
You're really enjoying the movie.
Also getting picked up by your mom. Are these kids like in high school? This is crazy because like you just get an Uber or something, no?
Well, he said back then, so yeah, it must be like in high school or something like that.
It's
like not a current girlfriend.
Yeah,
I would do this if I was with someone at the movies who was just texting anybody.
I don't know.
You can't do it in the movie theater.
Why not?
Because you can't just text. You can send like a text in the movie theater. Like,
I mean, I'm not going to carry on like a whole conversation.
Yeah, you can't have a full. You can't have a. He said for 20 minutes you were texting. No, 20 minutes. Put your fucking phone away.
Well, like
if you have to reply to a text, fine. You can't scroll Twitter and you can't have full on conversations.
No. But if I like send a text, put it away, and like a little bit later I get that person right back. I'm not gonna just.
I think you can send 3 texts in a movie.
If it's something going on, I'm gonna text as much as I fucking want. Like if I need to. If I'm just like having a conversation for fun, yeah, you're the asshole. But like if I don't know, there's like something important to talk about, I'm gonna keep it on the low. I'm not gonna be like blasting or whatever. But if a little blue ambient light over here is bothering you that much, I just don't care.
Then you step out of the movie and take a call for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That solves the problem pretty quickly. Like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take a call real quick.
Yeah, but nobody calls anymore except for you.
Yeah, I know, because I don't want to text for an hour.
Yeah, I just don't. People get so bent out of shape about that. It's like, this is, and it's not like I'm saying the clicker's on or the noise is on. It's like this little thing of light is bothering you that much.
It's definitely a distracting thing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It has become that, and you will be offended by it. But if you were like, if we were in,
if
your
you're putting
house or
forth
something
the
like
effort
that,
and you're like hiding it right here and stuff, but like if someone's just like holding their phone up and texting, your eyes like get distracted by it. It's just distracting.
I guess, yeah. But I'm also just like, I really don't care about making your experience perfect.
See, I think I like to make people's experiences as good as I can.
I know. I'm not going to go out of my way to do it. I just think people get very bent out of shape about the movies and stuff.
I would never say anything, but I'd be like, that person's
What if we were in your apartment?
In my apartment is slightly different. If I'm like, I want to watch this movie with you. I want to show you this movie. I love this movie. Or if I'm like, we've never seen this. I hear great things. Let's watch this movie. And like,
but is that so? That's because you want that person to enjoy it, and they're like not paying attention, or you're like, I'm bothered by the light on your phone. Because I do understand when it's like, this is my favorite movie, or like, this is really good. I want you to see it.
It's
like,
largely
I'm rewatching it again for you, whatever, and you're not paying attention. Then it's like, what the fuck?
It's largely that one.
Yeah.
And it does get like a little, and it's not much. It's just like my eyes. It's just when I see a phone light up, I look at it. Right. Like everyone does that. So like when you take it out, I look and I'm like, oh, fuck. And then like I just get like, eventually I get annoyed of like my eyes being distracted elsewhere.
Isn't it funny how you do that thing where you want other people to see something?
Yeah.
It's like
but that's like, I don't think it's crazy. I think like, I enjoy this. I don't think it's crazy. I think I'd like to enjoy this with you.
Yeah. Yeah. But then it's funny because you kind of become the annoying one too if you're one of those like, watch. Yeah.
I won't ever say anything. I'll just stew angrily by myself.
Why didn't you think that part was funny?
Yeah.
Why weren't you amazed like I was?
Maybe you would have thought that scene was fucking cool if you were watching the goddamn fucking movie.
Right. Well, you just don't get it because you were on Twitter.
You missed those 30 seconds. Good luck following the plot now, you fucking moron.
I'll do that if we're at home too. It's like not subconsciously, passive aggressively, where it's like, I'm gonna rewind because you have to see that. Like, I'm gonna bring that back because you need to see that part.
Oh, see, I don't because I'm like, good, fine, fuck you.
Yeah, but then
I hope you hate this movie now, and I hope you bring it up in public so I can say, well, she wasn't even fucking watching. She doesn't even know what she's talking about.
Totally normal behavior. Totally normal behavior from these two here, folks. Yep. What's the question?
I hope you pick this fight.
That is, when you got the goods on someone and
maybe
you want the fight to happen.
On TikTok, with the volume wasn't even on, so you couldn't have possibly been enjoying anything you were watching.
Hypothetically speaking. What is the question though here?
Was that okay? Was that okay? Of course it was an okay movie. That was perfectly fine.
Yeah. I mean
you are not the asshole.
the don't worry about it answer is insane. like if you called someone, I think there's very few reasons to really be carrying on a conversation with your ex, but like, I don't know. If there's an emergency or something did go wrong, or it's like, or something, if I have an ex-wife, like things that are like, you're gonna be talking to that person, maybe, but then if I were to say like, are you texting your ex-boyfriend? And she was like, yeah, like his mom is sick or something like that. I'd be like, all right, fine. Yeah. But to just
take it outside on a phone call for 5 minutes. Trying to watch Fast 9 over here.
They're going to space, bitch. Shut the fuck up. But just the like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna fucking leave.
I'll see you later. Right.
You know what? You worry about getting your ass home because I am driving without you. All right. That's it for us. I just, I guess tweeted us your answer for the question. Like we almost
just
need to come up with a code.
Accept power or accept power or like, decline power.
Like right. Just have like a answer A or B. Send us a letter. Accept power or decline power.
Accept power, decline power.
Accept or decline.
Good luck.
Good luck. Marco from Tortoise. Listen, if you made it this far into the video,
which is far, like no one ever does that on the internet.
Like it's the end. You made it to the end of the video.
Full fucking video.
You watched the whole thing. So if you liked it and you watched the whole thing, why don't you subscribe?
It means you like us.
Click the subscribe button because if you don't, I'm gonna fucking murder John.
And I'm gonna like it.
Kill him with my bare fucking hands.
Yeah.
And if you weren't sold on this video, there's plenty more. Watch what's next up and then subscribe. But just subscribe so I don't have to fucking kill him.
Well, I don't know. Do what you want, but subscribe. Probably.